Hey guys, it's Archie Luxury. You're on the Archie Luxury Sunday Fun Day. Let's get this baby on the way. Let's get the intro played. Come on, guys, let's get the intro played. Hey guys, Archie Luxury here, filming from the studios. Jimmy, $5. Nice to see you back in the famous studio, big boy, slowly and surely. Let's just take a look here at what is actually happening here. I actually removed another bookcase yesterday. Now they've actually painted the walls there, but as you can see, they've stained the carpet. My new carpet. Look at my carpet. Stain the carpet. So I actually took that bookcase out. A lot of work because there's a lot of books. I still got a lot of books in here. So working on it as best I can. You can see what I mean, guys. So I took the bookcase out. And I'll give you a look at that a bit later. We'll have a look at that. I got that just outside the studio. I want to see how this studio camera does work here. So, yeah, that's what we have been doing. Let's see if we can get the pontiff. Click. There we go. Let's see if we can get me better than that. There we go. I'm just trying to set up my webcam. I'm using an app which allows me to use a mobile phone as a webcam. So I'm interested to hear your thoughts on the matter. Thank you, Jimmy. Jimmy, $5. Nice to see you back in the famous studio, big boy. Slowly and surely you will come back. Thank you. Thank you indeed there. By the way, guys, did you know Paul Thorpe he's released the interview. I did an interview with Paul Thorpe, and it was he was in Spain, I think, when he did that, and I very nicely I thought it was a nice interview. I thought it was nice. I really thought it was nice. So I was happy with it. He was a good guy. Let's see if I can bring it up here. I'll share the link with you because I thought it was quite reasonable. And it was a good video. I thought it was good. It's Paul Pluta tells all after recent home burglary. There you go. That was the. I'll just share the screen. Share the screen. We'll have a look at it. This is the one here, and it. There we go. There we go. That's the. Let's see what it says here.
People, so today I'm going to be bringing you an exclusive interview with Paul Pluta, aka ArchieLuxury, who tells me about his recent home invasion robbery, tells me what he's lost, exactly how he's feeling, and the effects that it has had on him. Now, as usual, whenever Paul's involved, there is some use of some rather adult language. Just a little warning ahead of you watching it. And I am away currently on holiday. So please excuse the relatively primitive editing standards, not as good as it normally is at least. I think you're going to find this interesting. It's all coming your way right now. So it's a warm welcome to our old friend Paul Pluta. Paul, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is for you out there in Australia.
Hey, no worries there. It's 9 o'clock at night.
And I'm currently in Turkey, and it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
There we go, guys. That's the video. So it's hey Russ, how are you?
Hey Archie, I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
Hey, not too bad at all there. This was the Paul Thorpe interview. So guys, that is on the tubes now. It is available. You can watch that video there. And we got Mike the Snake. How are you, Mike?
I'm doing okay, Arch. How you doing?
Hey, better than I deserve.
Hey, you're looking good. Glad to see you in your studio.
Just quickly, let me grab this super chat. Stud Muffin, $5. Arch, for the money it would cost to rebuild the studio, couldn't you just leave Australia or move to another location? Well, the thing is this. I've got to get the room back to normal. If you have a look at the room itself, let's have a look at this room. The loom. Let's have a look at the loom. The loom. You can see it's been completely, they put paint all over the carpet, paint on the walls, paint all over a lot of books. It's a mess. So I've also got to get rid of this big safe here, which has got a hole in it. Yeah, so it's I got the desk. Now what I am trying to do desperately is get the studio. What I'm trying to do is get the basics done, okay? Trying to get the basics. So the basics meaning I'm trying to get the room. Firstly, I need to get the safe needs to be removed. So then once we've done the safe, once we've removed the safe, we can then change the carpet. We can't fix the carpet until the safe is out. Otherwise, you're going to be, it's just not going to work. So there's a number of steps. I'm very selectively spending money because insurance has paid me zero at the moment, zippo. So I don't have any insurance money, which I've submitted a claim. We'll see how that goes. I don't have anything. Unfortunately, the watches and jewelry is $5,000. So that's partly my fault because I didn't have them as listed contents. It's my fault. You can't blame the insurance company. It's my own shortcomings. I thought by having a heavy duty safe, you wouldn't have a problem. But obviously, you know what? I got it tragically wrong. So, hindsight's a great teacher. Thank you. Hindsight, lesson of life. Hindsight. So I got to tell you there, what I'm doing is selectively fixing stuff. So, for example, I don't want to start getting all the furniture thrown out until the insurance company's paid me. Okay? I want to get the insurance company to cough up the dough. Now, they obviously will pay for carpet, keys, stuff like that there. So it's one of these things that I got to be a bit careful. I don't want to just go, well, for starters, I don't have the money to just go crazy. There was some fundraised money, which what I'm using that for, I'm just going to pin this. What I'm going to do is basically, I've said to myself, okay, number one, we need to get the locks changed on the house. Number two, I needed the keys for my car because they stole all the keys. The next thing I've said is, okay, I really need the new carpet. So I've actually paid for the carpet, but it hasn't come yet. We got Curly confused. Hello, Curly. How are you? Hello?
Hey, Archie.
Hey, man. How are you?
Did you just put me on?
Yes. Is that okay?
Nah, you got to be careful, Archie. We got porn bombed twice. There's a notorious porn bomber going on right now.
Oh, shit. But I checked your...
Yeah, I know. We checked it too, and it comes out YouTube verified, and we put them on, and it's still a porn bomber. So they're getting smarter. But no, anybody that's an admin can let themselves on. I just came on, Archie, because I thought it'd be kind of funny. You don't mind if I time out the narc, do you? Knock some sand out of his vagina?
Sure. No problems, man.
You know, it's impossible to get him on because he won't turn his camera on, so we can't verify him. So I figured, fuck it. Why not? Let's time him out for Brian Tony. We'll make him feel like Brian did on the dungeon. I'm just kidding, Archie. I'm just kidding.
No, that's okay. Hey, can I show you some work I did? I just want to see how this goes.
I wanted to tell you what a great interview you did with Paul Thorpe. Very genuine.
Liked it?
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
He did a good job too. Even with his editing, I know he wasn't home, but his editing was good. You looked good. You sounded very genuine and upbeat.
Well, I can only be honest, man. What can I do?
That's all you can do, Archie. How you doing, Mike? Ross, nice to see you.
Hey, Curly, how are you?
I'm doing well.
Complain.
Thank you.
Can't complain.
Curly, I want to show you something.
Let's see.
Okay, so I actually took another bookcase out. You notice I had these two ones.
Oh yeah, you took the wooden one with all the books in it out. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
that's what you were doing last night?
I show you?
Sure.
Can I show you? Do you want to see it? So I'm curious to see whether this works outside or not. Okay, so can you hang on there? I'm gonna walk. I'm not gonna know whether I'm on the stream or not, but I'll pretend I am. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go, guys. I'm going to show you. Oh, you're not going to have microphone, but
I can narrate.
have mic.
This is what you were cleaning up last
You're
night.
not going to have the mic then. Just hang on. Let me just
Yeah.
change a setting. I got to change one setting. Settings. Audio. Just bear with me, boys, please.
You got it.
Mic.
Hey guys, we got 150 viewers. If we could please hit the thumbs up. Super chats obviously are always welcome.
Headphones. Okay, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound even
Yeah.
better.
Can you hear me okay?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you hear me okay? Can you hear me okay?
Yep. Can
What?
hear you just fine, Arch. You're loud and clear.
You hear him?
Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we
Yes.
can
Yes
hear
or
you.
no?
I don't
Loud and
think-
clear.
I don't think he could hear us.
Yes or no, Mike?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, we
Yes.
can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Loud
Yeah.
and clear.
Hang on there.
Let me full screen you. Mike, give him the thumbs up,
Audio.
Mike. Give him thumbs up.
Speakers. Oh, okay, I can see why. Can you hear me, Mike? Mikey, talk.
Yes, I can hear you, Archie. Loud and clear.
Okay, so I'm going to show you stuff outside, okay? Watch this. I'm going to show you what I did, okay? So I can't hear you, but I'll only do it for a couple minutes, okay? I'm going to show you what I did yesterday, okay?
Okay.
Here we go, guys. So,
Patrick Philippe says, I'm a
I
poor
took this
man.
bookcase out. You can see that they put paint all over the wall here. You can also see, I haven't started on the other bookcase, but they put paint, they just spilled it all down here. They put paint all here, went all over my books. Look at that.
Oh, man.
All over my books.
Oh,
The
so
other side is
fucked
a
up.
bit worse because it went onto my expensive LV books. You see, they put paint all over it. They wanted to put paint on it to destroy the dream. So the bookcase itself, let's have a look. This is the bookcase itself, guys. So I took it out and I scrubbed it. Now it looks nice from about 5 feet away, but then we have a look. You can see it's a bit on the fuctus side, because they spilt paint all over it, and it's still at the back. You can see it's all stained still, but I don't care about the back. But you can see here it's all stained, and I tried to clean it off. I tried my best to clean it off. It is what it is. It is what it is. Now let's go and have a look. I had to take all the books. By the way, guys, Google Nest Cam. If only I had a Nest Cam in the study, but hey, no points talking about that. Is spilled milk. This is where I put all the books, and I was busy cleaning them. So you can still see they got the paint has seeped into them. But I've cleaned the spines. I cleaned the spines a bit. So that's all the books here. I've moved them in here. So that's the thing there. I'll give you a quick look at the studio. This is why I thought it was impenetrable, okay? Or maybe I was a fucking idiot, okay? But this is the studio. If you see the studio, this is the courtyard, see? So we've got a locked security gate, and we got an electronically controlled garage door. See the garage door there? The garage door. It's electronically controlled, so you need a special remote. So maybe I was an idiot to think that
Maybe. What do you mean,
I
maybe?
wouldn't
Hi,
be.
Mark.
Gentlemen.
Hey,
You see, this room is double brick. It's double brick.
I don't think he could hear you, Mark.
It's a fortress. This is my fortress.
Well, I could say any shit I want then, can't I?
And
Yeah,
I
wait till he
had
gets
this
back in the
$1,300.
When he gets back in the
Green
studio, he'll put the
door.
headphones on. You'll hear him.
I hate you,
And
Archie.
all they did was they drilled it out. Look,
Everyone hates you, Archie.
there you go, guys.
The scene
So-
of the scene of the crime.
There we go, guys. I'm back into the studio.
Archie, I love you. You know this. I love you so much.
Hey, Mark.
Still doesn't hear you.
Perfect.
No, he can't hear. He can't hear anybody right now.
Archie, you slacker.
Yeah,
showing off. Well,
when
he's
he-
showing off the damage.
Yeah.
And
Now he's gonna hear you.
Archie, I love
Hello?
you. You know this, don't you? I love you so much.
Hey, I love you too, man. How are you going?
I'm doing good. Listen, I'm wearing mid-tier garbage that I think you might need. Some mid-tier garbage.
Omega.
Omega.
I can see that nipple on the side. I can tell exactly what it was.
A wart.
Oh yeah.
It's a herpy.
Yeah.
How are you, man? Man, are you okay?
The
Hey,
genital
Marky,
wart.
by the way, Mark,
Yes.
I just want your opinion on my cheap, nasty safe. What do you think there? Is that a cheap, nasty safe?
What I'm amazed is they didn't just cart it out of there. Now I know it went
No, it's chem set.
Yeah.
Look in here. It's dyno bolted.
They come right off with a winch, and then they go onto a safe mover, and then they go onto the back of a truck, and they're gone in 10 minutes. So I don't know. I believe you were attacked by stupid people.
Yes. Well, I'm rather stupid myself. You know, I should have had a Nest Cam in this room.
Speaking of which,
Oh.
where were you the night of January 24th?
It's January 20th.
Yeah.
were
Stupid people with power tools are a dangerous combination.
Exactly. I mean, I saw.
I mean, look at this safe. Look at it. What do you think there? It's pretty amazing, isn't it?
I ventured and
glass
would
broke.
think that
Is
they might have done some damage to the innards that like the glass on your shelf from the sparks that they did on your bookshelf
Yes.
window.
Yes.
You know, when they
Yes,
cut
that
into
one
the safe, unless your watches were
You
all
would
in
think they would
boxes.
put a spark guard up, wouldn't you, Marky? They would put a spark guard to stop the damaging the furniture, hey?
Well, you know that particular burglary does not reflect high intelligence, which is why I'd like to know where your Oxley State High fellow graduates were on the day in question. Because
Did you know it cost me $1,000 to get the door off?
Yes, I do believe it. I mean, look, first off, that safe has relockers, and those relockers are protected with glass plates. So if you attack the safe incorrectly, you shatter the glass plate inside the door.
Well, that's exactly what
Yep.
happened here.
And when that happens, then a whole series of additional bolts get thrown. And at that point, even with the correct combination, you couldn't open it because the safe has detected an attempted unauthorized entry. Now, if you go back 50, 80 years, they didn't use glass plates like that. They used vials of tear gas or nitroglycerin to blow the safe up when unauthorized entry was detected. So
how would authorized people get in then?
the combination. They went 3 turns right, 4 turns left, 3 turns right, click, open. That's how normal people get into a safe. Just saying.
So anyhow, hey, Marky, because you were with Taylor Locks.
Yeah, I have a very long and odd career in multiple areas of life: dogs, writing, and security.
So Marky,
you need me as your security consultant here. I don't know.
what do you think, man? Is it sad? How do I go on then if this tragedy happens? Tell me this.
I know what you do is you raise tens of thousands of dollars in super chats. So let's get it going, guys. We just need tens of thousands, 200,000 super chats, and you will be made whole and you will feel happy. Don't you think?
Yeah. PayPal's and super chats. Send them in. Send them in, guys.
Exactly.
Mark, your house looks beautiful.
Make Archie whole again.
I'm glad you like my remodel. I mean, you are literally the only person I know who could monetize tragedy and even death. You've monetized my birthday. You've monetized the death of some of our
AD
friends.
never calling $2. Arch, please post the link for Aaron Fletcher. The link is posted. It is posted. It's pinned to the top. Now, I'm going to ask a question. We're going to do a question today. We're going to have a poll. Okay, start a poll.
Instapoll.
Here we go. Should Ross go to Thailand? Yes, no. Now, this is the question because that girl doesn't stop annoying the shit out of me there, Ross. Where's Ross gone? Oh, he's gone. Curly, how are you, Curly?
I can't complain, Arch.
So I've got to ask the question, should Ross go to Thailand? Because that I set him up with a lady. She says, when he come. I said, big honey, he need to make money. Big honey needs some money, okay?
Did you explain that he is to pay her in juice and shampoo? Did you really like break him in and explain everything?
Now, I got to tell you, Mark,
yes,
I'm actually not going to let this, I'm not going to be defeatist. I've actually taken a week off to clean the room. I don't know if you can see much in this room, but I've actually been trying to clean. I cleaned 2 bookcases. I did that wall.
Whoa,
2
whoa,
bookcases.
whoa. The rancher would say, whoa. You took a week off from what?
From making paid reviews.
But you didn't take a week off from collecting for paid reviews, did you?
Look, I got to tell you, man, I've just been a bit.
Hey, Archie.
What's the best? Yes.
I want your approval on something. I just wrote this to everybody in the chat. This is not this is seeking approval from the boss. Read the banner I got ticking on the below there.
Oh, today and today only, we are testing a pay to start platform. $20 super chat to time out anyone in the chat. Let the war begin. Oh, that is a great idea. That's a great idea, Curly.
Well, Narc tested it for free on the dungeon. I figured we'd test it and we'd monetize it.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, hey, listen, it's Sunday. Let the wars begin.
Yes.
Today and today only. We're going to have a little chaos today and today only.
Okay.
Now, guys, I got to get these super chats because they're few and far between. AD never calling, $2. Arch, please post the link for Erin Fletcher. Thanks. Yes, that has been done. Stud Muffin, why don't I, instead of rebuilding, why don't I leave? You know something, Stud Muffin? I want to get my base. This is my base. I want to get my base fixed up. Okay? And then I am actually very seriously thinking of leaving. Okay? I'll be totally honest with you.
Where are you going to go, Arch? Thailand, the Philippines, Malaysia? Where are we going to go? And will your superannuation go with you? Where are you going to go?
My superannuation was in the safe.
No. You married up.
Look, I'm thinking of taking a little bit of time out.
Yes.
Obviously, fully documented on the stream as a tax deduction.
So I'm thinking that rentals right now in Pattaya rentals are very good. I wouldn't go to Bangkok.
Yes, 100%. I was thinking, what do you think of Hua Hin, but a little bit more sophisticated?
No, that is not your style, my friend. There is exactly, you know how many soapies there are in Hua Hin? One. There's only one soapy. You're going to run, you're going to leave that place looking like the inside of your safe. I recommend Pattaya, where you can never really get tired of anything.
Thailand?
Stud Muffin, I got to say this. Stud Muffin, what I'm doing is, until the insurance, when the insurance comes in, I would like to replace this desk, computer, everything. Yes, I do. But until such time, what I'm doing is Archie repairs, Archie restorations. If you need quality restoration work on your place, I'm available.
Now, let's
see an example. Show us the top of the desk you did.
I'd actually like to know.
I'm going to show you, Marky. I started off really enthusiastic.
Look how nice. Look at how nice. That was all covered with paint, Mark.
Okay, and then enthusiasm, okay?
Oh, not so much over there.
Actually, I'd like to know if the insurance investigators have been in yet.
Sorry?
Have the insurance investigators been in yet? The adjusters?
I had the assessor in, yes. Super chat, Stud Muffin, Arch, the super chat I sent about the email. Sorry. So to answer Stud Muffin's question, you know what, Stud Muffin? I'm seriously considering relocations. Okay, I'm not. Next super chat we've got here is AD Never Calling. We did that one.
Super chat.
COVID. Stud muffin,
Archie-
$5. Arch, pull up the email to remind Mark of good times. Let me just find this email. So he sent it to ArchieLuxury72. I'm logged in a different account. Let me just call it up on my phone.
A lot of the guys have been asking why I'm back. Here I've been back on a few times.
Because you're my friend. That's why, aren't you?
Here's why I can't quit you. That's why I can't quit you. It's
Archie's
Brokeback
addicting.
Mountain, guys. It's a Brokeback Mountain situation. We can't quit each other. Try as we might.
But you know what? I got to tell you, Mark, I really do
Classic.
appreciate you coming on there. Okay,
Well,
I
to a time of need.
thank you.
He's like a
Thank
great dessert that you have to have every now and then, although you know it's bad
Oh,
for your
Ross
health.
Rachel's back. Ross is back. Ross, the question is, sorry, where's Ross? Is that real Ross?
Yes,
Yes,
it's
it
me.
is.
Sorry.
Ross, that girl keeps asking me, when are you coming to Thailand? When Ross come? When? I said, look, I said, don't push him. Maybe he's short of money. Tell me, what do I say to her? She's getting annoying, Ross.
I know, Archie.
What the fuck? I said to her, maybe he's short.
Yes. I
Shout out to
tried tell her
JJ.
that.
Sorry?
I tried to tell her that I had to get it. Okay, like I told her, I said, I never have had a passport before, so I have to go get a passport. I also told her that the cheapest flight that I could find was close to about $3,000.
Now, Ross,
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. That ticket. That's ridiculous. 3,000. Just quickly, I gotta bring this up. This email has come in. I'm gonna have to pull.
I gotta. Ross, with that accent, I'm surprised that you don't have a passport. You sound like a sophisticate, like a New York, jet setter.
Here we go. I'm gonna pull.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Ross,
I'm
he's
from
saying
Arkansas.
you sound like a hillbilly, Ross, is basically he's trying to be polite.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. Look at this here. I'm gonna bring this up.
Bring it up. You haven't brought it up in years, Archie. Oh, look at me. Look how young I was. Look how young you
Thanks for
were.
that.
You know what?
I'm a little bit up.
Can you hear the sound, guys?
Yeah.
Yep.
Look how young
And I got to tell you, it's a disaster. I was on Jetstar, right? The electric system failed 3 times before takeoff. We also had, I was coming back, so that made my plane late, which means I was right in the middle of traffic. I took an environmentally friendly. I thought this trip, finding Nana Kim, will make it environmentally friendly, with carbon offsets, Mark. You know what I mean, don't you? Carbon offsets.
I do indeed. One wants to be.
So I went in a battery-powered taxi, and you know what the fucking thing cost me? It was just under 1,000 baht.
Yeah, that's crazy. Were you at Svanapum or were you at Don Mueang?
Banapun. I've got good memories of Don Piang. Oh, Don Mueang. That brings back good memories. I remember being busted by a girlfriend there, taking another girl.
Those were the good times there, Marky. They were really good times.
That video reminds me that I've given you the best years of my life.
Now, Marky, sorry, I'll get it back to this here.
Yes.
How much to time out Mark till the new year or next century? Mark,
volunteer.
Look, I need some talent on the stream.
AD never
AD.
calling, $10.
It's not up
AD
yet, bro.
never-
Don't look at YouTube. Look at StreamYard.
Sorry. Here we go. Next super chat we got here is, okay. How much to time out, Mark? We need Mark. I desperately need my Mark. Believe you me, I'm sinking faster than the Titanic. I'm sinking faster than the burglars could hack my safe to bits. Okay?
Archie, you can't put a price tag on it? You know what? That's
I
loyalty.
need Mark. I want Mark.
That's loyalty. The man loves you, Mark.
Look, honestly,
He's
Archie's
not putting a
going-
price tag on it, and the super chats aren't rolling in like really
Calm
good.
down there, Curly. Calm
LA
down.
Methwich, $1. We got LA
Archie-
Methwich.
Archie is thinking faster than Nana Kim.
No,
At
you know what
4 o'clock in the
hey,
morning.
Mark, just tell him 5 minutes before you're going to leave so we can fake a timeout.
Oh, I'm leaving.
Yes,
I'm leaving
yes,
now.
exactly.
How
Stud
about
Muffin, $2. Arch, the super chat I sent about the email. Okay, we did that one. AD never calling. How much to time him out? I need $250.
Ooh.
Please, dear God, where's the ER when we need her? Where's the ER when we need
Yeah.
her?
Hey, we got Narc. Like Bear said, Arch is desperate for any panelists.
You know what?
Yeah, no point.
That video reminded me of when I was your Bear Clooney. Remember? I was your Bear.
Yes.
I was your
Yeah.
man.
Hey, Arch, what do you should we drop the $20 to 10? This $20 isn't
Oh,
going.
by
so
the
good.
way, what sound are you using? How is the sound sounding? Can I ask you that?
You sound slightly overweight and middle-aged, but other than that, you sound all right.
Okay, sorry. Let me just switch to one. How does that sound? Hello?
Better.
That sounds better. Yeah, you were clicking before.
Okay, no, because I was using the phone. I was using my. So what I'm basic. You can't see it. I'm using an
Oh, wait,
iPhone.
hey, you know what, Mikey? Are you hitting your keyboards? Maybe that's the clicking.
No, I was muted.
Ross Rachel.
Oh, okay.
Ross Rachel, this girl won't stop asking me questions. So what do I say to her? Maybe next year the tickets. I just tell her, hello. I spoke to Ross. Tickets too expensive at
He
the
said he
moment.
loved you long time.
When do you think, Ross? Next year? When do you think you'll go, Ross?
Whenever you would like to go, because I'm gonna need somebody that knows, where
Ross,
everything is
Ross,
and stuff.
Ross,
like
it's
that.
very- They wear a number on their underwear, and you just tell Mama, son, number 20, please. And then you order. You think I'm kidding? You laugh, but you order her the same way you order a beer. Heineken and number 20, please. That is literally how that works there.
Now,
Don't laugh.
let me just say this. Ross is actually, you're just going there for one girl, aren't you, Ross? He's got a keeper.
Yeah.
What's her number, Archie? What's her number?
So Ross is going to be, that's going to be a lot cheaper too, Ross. If you've got one keeper, you don't need to waste money on crap, do you?
How much is the bar fine?
No, she's not a working girl. She's a normal person.
Yeah.
Right.
She's like you. She's a normal person.
Well, I don't know if I'm that normal. I'm a dog trainer. I'm an author.
We got some super chats. AD never calling. Arch confirming 250 to ban Mark till January 2023. I'm sorry, Mark. Is that okay?
Well, he didn't pay it yet.
No, I'm just confirming the details with you.
Of course, it's okay. I mean, I would have held out for 500, but this is up
No,
to you.
250 is enough.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it. Racing R $20. Archie, your thoughts on the top 25 YouTube channels review released today by Watchfinder? A total scam. They mention Archie?
Don't let this happen to you. Ensure you
You got like I don't even think they gave you an honorable mention. It was very jaded.
What did they mention?
Very, I think it's a very cartelish type 25 channels. They didn't mention O'Sheen, and believe me, you talk about somebody that got sand in the vagina. Woo-hoo! He's on Timmy's channel right now, crying a river.
Can you say vagina on YouTube?
Ooh,
Sure.
I hope so.
Yeah, that's not. I don't think it's a bad word.
And still get
And what
monetized?
else? Who else didn't get mentioned? Did they mention me at all?
Super
No.
chat.
I
take
do
it.
not. No, I didn't see the channels, but I didn't see it. I didn't
By
see
the
the
way,
review.
Archie-
Pull it up, Archie. Let's review it.
If I get-
No, let's not do that. I don't want to get
before Christmas.
Narc
who's gonna-
Goldberg. Look at this. We got Narc Goldberg, $2. I love to work out sexy gym men. I retract that.
Does anybody blame me? Look, if I'm banned before Christmas, who's going to sing the 12 Days of Fistmas?
Oh shit!
The rancher.
Rancher.
A point,
Oh
to,
shit!
a point to ponder on the lady boy with HIV. You don't want to miss this, guy.
That's pretty good.
5
can't-
identical Pateks. You know, there's a thing to
Well,
be
there's-
done. You know.
There ain't no identical Pateks now, Marky.
Well, you know, I know, but by tradition,
Oh.
tradition.
Jimmy, Curly, I was in the chat and Oisin was very butthurt. It was pathetic. Ah, look. You know what? Who cares, man? I don't care. Watch Finder doesn't so what, man? It doesn't matter to me.
Mike, are you thinking about starting a stream?
I am planning on starting a channel regarding my wood turning, my artwork.
Good
But
for
I'm
you,
not-
Mikey. Good for you.
I'm not planning on really starting a stream.
Mike, I want you to call it, Mike. I want you to call it "What's on the Lathe." That is my gift. That is my gift to you.
Okay,
That's a good name.
I'll
That's a
consider
good
it.
title.
Yeah.
You could auction off your fucking masterpieces on the channel,
Or
Mikey.
get off my wave. That's a great song from Soundgarden. But no, I am working. Hopefully, in the future, I'm gonna be getting a channel together regarding my wood turning and my artwork, because that is really coming together. I'm really starting to produce some absolutely amazing
Let's do
pieces.
some. Go ahead. Let's make him big. Let's make Mike big, and Mike, put the camera on one piece of art that you've created that's amazing.
Right now, I gotta go. It's in the other room. I can go grab
Go
it.
get it. It's fine. We'll wait for you, but we want a little taste. We want to see amazing art. Guys, what do you
Hey,
think?
you know, I got some amazing art. Can I show you my amazing art?
I feel like Mike's is gonna be like a
The bird was put all paint all over it, but I got the dog with the pups. It's a bronze.
beautiful super chat.
And I got a cat one as well.
That's a funny avatar, man. Come on, you gotta admit that.
There we go. Mark Goldberg, $2. Oisin, the Harvey Weinstein of wristwatch YouTube.
That sounds a little defamatory right there.
Hey,
Okay,
we got
let's see.
CB. Hello, MJT. We are sinking fast.
Archie, make Mike big so we can see this artwork. Oh, is you're blowing
Oh,
glass?
that's beautiful. Look at this.
Make it big. Are you blowing? Is that glass?
No,
No,
it's resin and burl wood.
Wow, that is
It's a
actually.
vase. It's all hogged out in the middle like a real vase.
You have. Isn't the water going to leak out?
No, I'm going to line the inside with finishing resin, so you will be able to put water in it. But I wouldn't do that to. This is $850 to Archieverse members, $1,100 to the rest of the world.
Mike, I gotta say, you have just exceeded expectations by an enormous margin. That's beautiful, beautiful.
And isn't the top cool? The way it's half resin and half wood.
It's just beautiful.
And,
cool.
The wood is charred wood from my burnt property, and I used purple heart wood for the base.
Archie, basically, that's like your life right there. That charred wood.
And the resin is translucent, so in the sunlight, this thing is a completely different animal. It glows like completely differently in the sunlight. I can
I approve.
Find a picture. Yeah, no, and I just made one recently. Here's one I just my latest.
You're too close. Pull it back. Oh wow! Oh wow! Did you put a sticker on there? What is that sticker?
What sticker?
I don't know. It looked like a sticker, but anyway, you do some.
No,
nice
there's no sticker. It's just different types of
Super
wood.
chat, Mark Goldberg, $2. I picture Mike the Snake making that like the scene in Ghost, and we've got CB $20.
Yeah,
great.
There's
Watch
the
talk so
inside.
far. Oh,
that's really quite something. I take it back.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. You've exceeded expectations, Mike. That's very artistic.
Let me show you some pictures of that blue one in sunlight. It really is a different animal.
I mean, I was really picturing like chainsaw art. Wow,
That's the same blue one that I just had in my hand in sunlight.
that's pretty nice.
It's just it's a completely different. I mean, this thing. That's the beautiful thing about these resin pours is the resin's kind of translucent, and so under different light, they present differently. Like in low light, the wood is kind of the dominant feature, but in highlight,
Mike, can you get that into a gallery? Because I feel like your work could be in a gallery.
yeah. Well, if I'm able to gather enough pieces without selling them to
1
have
minute,
a show.
guys. CB, $20. Archie, great watch talk so far.
I'm hoping to sell these to cover my rent and bills for the moment. But I am working on streamlining production to where I can make enough to
Mike,
have.
how old are you, Mike? How old are you?
I'm 55.
Got it. Yeah, no, you just got to get to social. So you got to get to 62, and then you'll be on the social.
Yeah. Hang on a second.
Super chat. Archie.
Super chat. We got a super chat here. We got a few super chats. They're coming in fast and furious. Great watch talk. Thank you. Thank you, CB. And CB, $5. Archie, thank you, Archie, for the great value for the $20 chat I made. So speaking about watches, Mark Goldberg, what should I do? Seriously, I want your advice. I've been decimated. I had tragedy. Tragedy. It's a tragedy,
I think
right?
really, yeah. So what do you have right now?
What do I do?
I know you have the Explorer 2 because that you took to
Yes,
America.
sir.
And then somebody gifted you a Speedy. What else do you have?
It's a 3861.
What else? What else do you have?
That is it.
So I'll tell you what I would do. I would start working my friends to try and get, like, first off, let's real quick talk Rolex resale price. Rolex is an all-time low.
JJ, welcome back.
Hello, guys. Hello.
Hey, JJ.
Marky, tell me what I should do. What would you do? I want to hear this. What do I do? I'm recovering from tragedy. What should I do? I got the Explorer 2. I got the Speedy. What do I do now, Marky?
Rolex 40 millimeter two-tone bluesy.
Yes, that's what I've actually got that already reserved for me.
Specifically the 40 millimeter because
why the 40, Mark? Why the 40? Why specifically?
Because stupidly it's cheaper than the 41 because it's a little older, but it's indistinguishable. Absolutely, you couldn't tell them apart at a distance. You'd have to look at the class.
And I like the gold writing on it too. I prefer the gold writing instead of the white.
I have the full gold, as you know, but I feel like the steel cladding on the two-tone makes the watch far more wearable than the full gold, which is what I have. Super chat.
Super chat. Here we go. Here we got a super chat from CB. Excuse me. America 9634 $2. I stopped super chat, CB.
Super chat.
What the hell? Hold just 1 minute. I'm going to read America's super chat, then we'll go back to that one. America 9634 $2. I stopped super chat, CB. You're not going to get your dollar's worth. Well, hang on a minute there. AD never calling. $250. Van Goldberg to the 1st of the 1st, 2023. Throwing you to the dogs, Mark. Please return in January with less sarcasm and double entendres. Free at least. Thank God.
Free at last. Free at last.
Free at last, actually.
Free at last. Free at last. Thank God Almighty, we're free at last.
I'm bummed.
I never want to get on Patrick. I never want to see get on Patrick Philippe's bad side. I could tell you that. Thank you very much, Patrick. That was well needed tonight. It's very slow on the super chats. And remember, guys, we've dropped the price down to $10 to time anybody out that you'd like. That includes the narc.
Arch, can you go back to the last super chat?
The last super chat.
Right.
Yes, we can.
America?
Because America said he didn't get his $2 worth. So
America, $2. I stopped super chat, CB. You're not getting you're not going to get dollars worth. Now, who did I miss?
Is it no? I just wanted to point out. Is it a bit ironic he super chatted to say he stopped super chatting?
Yes, that's quite okay.
I think he's talking about watch content. That CB super chat of $20 for watch content.
Okay.
Interesting enough, Goldberg was actually giving me advice as to what I should get. Interesting.
I'd like to see you get your wife a watch and a set of earrings first, above all anything.
Super chat, Arch. Let's read the chat.
You know what? I think you're 100% right. You know what?
Because that would fill your urge a little bit, and it would put your urge to collect that a little bit on hold. Make the hunt long and that's a lot of content. Your hunt, research, see what you really want, Arch. But first and foremost, you should do your wife. You should get a watch and a pair of earrings for your wife.
Adrian Zikra. Adrian Zikra. $5. Love the show, Mark. Welcome back.
By the way, thank you so much, Patrick Philippe, because I don't know, just because.
I'm going to write that down on my calendar.
I dare the rancher to come on.
So, Arch, I think I figured out the watch you need to buy next.
Yes.
In
Mark
fact,
Goldberg. I'm just writing this down. Mark Goldberg. $250. So he can come back first of the first. Okay. It's official now. I put it on my calendar, okay?
Wow.
CB, AD never calling. Thank you very much. The dog trainer has the rancher syndrome. They think they are funny by offending our pontiff.
Thank you very much, CB. A lot of people don't like when they defamate you like that, Archie.
Hey, thank you.
Another
Thank you
super
so
chat.
much, guys. I got another
calling.
Okay, I got another super chat. AD never calling. Don't worry, Arch Mark's watch advice is tainted.
Thank you, Patrick.
Well, I'm sorry to see him go. I like Mark.
Well, it's all about the dollars, It's not whether we like him or not. Money talks in the Archie.
Yeah, I guess so.
So we got 205 viewers in the Archieverse right now. We only have 43 upvotes. Please upvote, and we dropped the price to $10. Anybody in the chat, if they piss you off, you could send in a $10 super chat. Name who you want, timed out.
No, Arch, you've been offered $500 super chat to reinstate Mark by Distorted Vision. Is that something you're willing to do or no?
You know what? Patrick is such a good friend. I couldn't do it. I did a deal. That's it.
Sorry, Distorted Vision. The deal is done. I presented
I like
All
to be a man of my word,
Yeah, I hear you. I like Patrick, but business is business. I'm just presenting the deals as they come along. I am impartial to feelings. So, Arch, this is the watch I think you should get. You ready?
Yes.
Oh, damn, don't show my camera.
Hey, how about this, Archie? Because Patrick loves your best interest. How about if Patrick gives you permission?
Only then. Only if he gives permission. But I wouldn't push any pressure on Patrick because
Oh, we lost Ross Rachel. He got kidnapped by a couple of
Well, also we could find out if what was that guy's name? Distorted Vision. We can find out if Distorted Vision is for real or he's just flexing.
So, Arch, I think you should buy a Hulk. That's what I've surmised.
Ooh.
I think you can get one between 18 and 19 US. I think instead of buying the bluesy, you spend a couple thousand more, even if you have to flick off the.
You've been mentioning that a lot lately, JJ. You must think
the prices are good right now, man.
JJ hates passing up on a good deal.
AD never calling. $10. Please take the $500 to reinstate Mark the dog drainer.
And here's a man who always has your best interest at heart, Archie.
Mr. GMT, $2 today.
Hey, hold on.
What?
There you go, Distorted Vision. The ball is in your court. $500 super chat will reinstate the drainer.
Can I ask you something, Archie? If since Patrick Philippe did pay $250 and potentially is putting aside his feelings so you could make another $500, do I have permission, since Patrick paid the $250, to abuse Mark Goldberg at will?
Hey, nothing. I don't muzzle my curly.
All right, let's see if this guy sends the $500. And Patrick, I'll give you as good as I can a $250 abuse session. I hope you're listening, Mark.
Mr. GMT, what's some show? Love energy. Stay sexy, boys. You know what, guys? You know what we need to do now, don't you? You know
of
what
course,
we need
commercial
to do?
time.
We need to run.
Come and get it! 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 You won't regret it in 2022 at Tip Top Snack Bar!
That's such a. I love his enthusiasm. You know what I love about him? JJ, that ad was originally produced for your channel, wasn't it?
But he actually plays that on his ads, his Facebook ads for his restaurant. But I just started playing it for fun.
Hey, take the credit, JJ. Just take it. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, well, I figured it would be funny, so I used it like a 1 hour commercial break. I just played it. But I can't wait to see 2023.
$5. I want to see who would pay $500 to see the dog trainer.
There you go. There's a hot topic. It's bringing in some chats.
And we got another one. Toyota Mo, $5. Thoughts on AC3 getting snubbed on Watchfinder, top 25 channels in the watch YouTube space. I got to tell you, I know why I got snubbed, by the way. You know why?
Because they're mainstream and you're not.
Wait, let's give our big legend a little more. Let's give them a little more.
I had to go at them because they're owned. Who owns them? You know who owns Watchfinder?
Who?
They're owned by Richmond. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
Yeah, I actually made a. I actually tell you exactly. It's part of the Richmond group. Watchfinder, I think, is part of Richmond.
You think they snubbed you because you're not politically correct?
The price paid by Richmond has not been disclosed, but a figure of 250 million is widely shared within the industry. 250 million?
I think they stay away from the drama, Arch. I wouldn't take it personally.
You know what? That's perfectly okay.
Being on their top 25 list doesn't put any money in your pocket now, does it?
Exactly. You know what I mean? That's okay.
All right, we got another super chat. Big one from Nelson, your man Nelson Oliveira. And thank you, Toyota Mo, for your generous super chat.
Canadian brother of Bear Clooney watches, Nelson Oliveira, $50 Canadian. Go ahead, Arch.
And he has a nice Breitling in his avatar.
There we go. Nelson Oliveira, $50. Archie, please extend the not so funny Goldberg mute.
Oh, how long did you extend it? It was right now. It's January 1st for $250.
Okay, I'm gonna make it January. So we're gonna make it January 7.
There you go. Yep, $250 for a month. You get $50 for a week. That's a good deal.
So make it 7th of the. I'm just putting it on the calendar now.
There you go, Nelson. Extending him a good week. Actually, that's a better deal than Patrick got. It's
a combo meal deal. It's like equity in a mortgage. It's a combo meal deal, hunger buster. JJ, it's great to have you. Curly Q2, $10. Curly, please time out the narc. head is too big, and the V is full of sand.
Oops! Oh, that was for Trooper.
Trooper, Curly, please time out the knock. I'll let you. We got Ross,
Yeah, it's
Rachel,
already
Brady
done.
back. JJ, are you having a fun day Sunday today?
Yes, I am. 9:30. You're gonna start it.
We
Hour
will
and a half.
link,
Hour and a half from now.
We will link to you. Is that okay?
That would be wonderful. I didn't know how long do you usually stay on Sunday? Do you end at 9 or 10?
Look,
it's hard to tell.
Look, I tell you honestly, it depends how I'm going, right?
Right.
Normally, look, it's 2 hour show, but sometimes it's 2.5. So it is what it is, you know. I try my best.
Yeah. Well, if you're gonna go another hour and a half, that would be excellent. This way you could do the thing.
Yeah, we'll do it.
If not, no worries.
Arch could take a little break if he needs to. We'll keep it going.
We'll see how much stamina, and then I'll pass it off to the dungeon after that if you're going to do a late night. That's up to you. Or whenever. Even if you start before, I'll just send them after.
No, we don't rebel stream Archieverse preferred customers.
So, Arch, what do you think about a Hulk? I've been thinking about this. I think for 3-4.
Oh, by the way, Russ, just quickly, that girl says she wants to talk to you more. She says he not talk to me much, but he not talk to me. Have you been talking to her?
Yes, I've been talking to her.
Did you show her your rubber ass?
No, I haven't showed her my rubber ass.
No, I think it might be a good idea not to show that, Ross. Come on, we don't want to.
Yeah.
Ross,
You don't want to
censor
spook
that.
her.
No.
Now let me
Why don't you
just
get
say
her on the
this.
stream, Arch, and have them chat with each other?
No,
We'll give
no,
Ross a little help.
No, we're not going to do that. I'm going to tell you something now, JK. This Hulk, why do you think a Hulk is better than a bluesy? Can I ask you that?
I don't think it's better. It's different. I just don't think you need. I just don't think you need a. Well, a bluesy might fit you. I don't know. It might fit you.
See, what I'm thinking is, you know, now that I'm 50, I might go for that two-tone, middle-aged look.
You don't have enough grays, Arch.
I do. Look.
You need a few more.
Look, the hand's all gone too. It's fallen off.
Yeah, I just think for a few thousand more, it's a better watch to have for the future. I don't know. It's not an investment, but you know.
No. That's, I'm actually interested. Look, you know what? I don't care about investments anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Plus, you always loved your steel sub. You know, steel sub. I figure you never get a hype watch. I feel like you should just have one. I don't know. It's not that hype either.
It's okay. It's okay, man. I completely. It's strange to explain, but I get what you're saying. I don't think I don't get what you're saying. Tell me this: if you were rebuilding after tragedy, some people, when they have tragedy, they don't want to get into watches again. They say, "That's it. I had enough. It's over."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's I could see that, but you also have another dynamic. Like watches are part of your living. You know, it's almost like, what are you going to do? You're going to retire? You know what I mean? There's more to it than just like a regular collector maybe getting disheartened by the whole thing. You know, maybe just come back with a different collection. You know, but I wouldn't rebuild the same pieces. I don't know. I feel like I would try. There's like an opportunity for you to start something different.
Arch, what is this? What is the watch you would buy your wife? Can we see it? See what it looks like and what it is? Discuss that a bit.
Look, I got to tell you, yeah, that's a really good question. You know what she wanted? Because I actually have. She wants a quartz watch. I don't know. Women like quartzes. You know what I'm saying?
That's fun. Hey, that's fine. That's good for the pocketbook and good for her.
Yeah, it's kind of. I'll show you exactly what. So I'll just bring up her watch collection that
she had. Okay, that she still owns but doesn't have. Yeah.
Okay, so this is her collection.
What size Datejust is that?
26.
That thing's beautiful. He showed a close up of it. It's got a pinkish. What is that dial?
Yeah, salmon's it's got a very light salmon tinge to it, JJ.
It's beautiful up close.
Yeah, I like that. And all these are gone?
Everything, JJ.
He wasn't wearing any of them? None of them?
No, in the safe, JJ. In the safe.
And the nice Benoit is gone.
Yep. Yep.
What do you
She
think
wants
the best deal for a
Tank
woman right now?
Tank Francais. She wants the Tank Francais. Now, it's not my choice, right?
Mhm.
Which
she likes
is one of these a Tank Francais?
Yeah, the one
The
in the
bottom right,
corner.
the bottom left.
Cartier, the steel Cartier.
Oh, okay. Okay, the square one.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a pretty watch. Well, it's like a bracelet and a watch, you know?
Yeah, that's what she likes.
Yeah.
But I also love that gold watch there is beautiful.
Yeah, that's
The whole
what is that
set.
one, Archie? What is that one?
That's a Cartier too,
That's a
isn't it?
Cartier also. That's a
Yeah,
pretty watch.
it's modeled
unique,
after a bathtub. It's called the Benoit. You know, Charlie Chaplin gave one of these to his wife. It's very, very beautiful. They
Very
came out in
nice.
the 1920s. They came out in the 20s. This is actually a modern one because it's quartz. But I want to get her. The Tank. This is a Tank Francais. Look, I'll just get that. This is and sadly the watch box has also been destroyed, JJ.
Oh man.
Do they cover that, or is that considered part of your jewelry?
I don't fuck. Oh, JJ, we're trying. Okay, can I say that?
You need a good adjuster. Did they come out yet?
There we go, guys. Look at this. That's what I lost. Okay, it's the only one I got to keep was the Explorer. That's the collection, guys.
Do you wish you would have took the Sky Dweller on vacation with you?
Woulda, shoulda, coulda. I wish I had a camera in this room. I wish I had monitored alarm. I wish. I'm glad no one was killed. Okay.
Yeah. Look at the glass half full.
Okay. This box has been ripped to pieces. They hacked it to bits. You can see the love I had for my boxes. I love this box. I looked after it. JJ, you know what I mean or not?
Yeah, for sure.
This
What
is
I
just
find-
crazy. It's like somebody.
You know
It
what's
had to be
sad?
somebody.
You know what
that
I
knew you.
really love there? You just look at the beautiful glow. You can see I loved and cared for my watches, can't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Look at you put them in a shrine, a little Louis Vuitton shrine, But you could build a new collection, I would build differently, You don't want to replace it because that's kind of lame, that you lost.
Yeah.
You lost it all. Like to rebuild the same thing is, I would just go in a different direction. I think now's a good time to get a hype piece. Arch.
Here you go. AD never calling. Arch, I strongly agree with JJ on the Hulk. A second chance at a legend of watch for a bargain price. By the way, the Bluesy never went to 30, but the Hulk did. Brilliant idea, JJ. The only thing is, I'm getting, you know what I'm getting my Hulk for? Sorry, my Bluesy for.
Thank you, Patrick.
You know what?
Thank
You know what
you,
price
Patrick.
I'm getting it for?
Tell me, 15,000 Australian?
I'll tell you exactly, right? I'm getting that. Fuck.
I guess Mark Goldberg isn't worth 500 bills.
Well,
Oh, that's
offers
okay.
out.
It's all okay.
Offers out there. You can't take everybody at their word. Everyone,
Yeah, it'd be easier to. What was the guy's name? You remember?
Distorted Vision. I believe.
Distorted Vision. PayPal is a better vehicle for that reinstatement. PayPal would be better. What's the PayPal, Arch?
ArchieLuxury72@gmail.com.
There you go, Distorted Vision. Payback. Revenge.
I also think you should skip the reversal this time around.
13 and a half, JJ.
It's a good deal.
And I'll be honest with you. When this happened, the one watch I thought was Bluesy. I don't know why. In my head, I really thought the Bluesy. I'll show you
Because
some
it's-
more pics here.
Do you get excited when you see
Look at this.
Sirocco wearing his
Look at
for
this.
lunch?
That's the Milgauss. That's my Sky Dweller.
You get the super chat on the screen here.
Stud Muffin, $5. I suggest not buying more watches in your current location. Peace of mind is more valuable than flashing your wrist. Well, I'd have them in the bank. Doesn't matter. That's the Breguet. Remember the Breguet, JJ?
Yes, the Bregster.
Remember that? Well, that would just be a fucking beautiful set to have. Look at that. Fuck, that was beautiful. Don't you think?
Very nice. Yes. Onward and upward, Arch. Onward and upward.
They were in, even the ladies were in such beautiful condition. Look at these. Look at that. Just beautiful stuff. You know what? It's only money.
It's true. That's why I'd go in a different direction. Just so it's not like you're rebuying.
My
what you
life's
had
not
already.
over. You know what I mean?
Nope, it's not.
My life's not over. I mean,
Let's
of course,
not
I
forget
miss.
the two beautiful LV boxes that got slightly blemished too.
Remember that?
I love that picture. That's a great picture.
That's a great picture, man. You know what, Archie? Everybody
I
tells
think
me
to myself, why not just fucking redo that? But I'm going to do it with a bluesy, but then I lose the zing and the zang for the Milgauss. You know what
the
I mean?
Milgauss. That's what I love. I love that Milgauss. I'll take the Milgauss over the sub. I'm sorry. I just love that Milgauss. I love the crystal. I love the dial. It's clean.
Look at that. Look at
Ooh,
that. Speaking of
that's gonna
JJ,
hurt.
I know it's girl size, JJ,
Yes, it is.
but what do you think? Is that beautiful or not?
I don't think you need that
Is that more
anymore.
beautiful? JJ, look. I
They
know
are
it's girl.
beautiful.
But
They are beautiful, but I don't think you need these, Arch.
what
I
about
think
this?
you need. No, I definitely don't need this anymore. No more reversals, please. You don't need dress
Look at
watches. Where
that.
are you
Look at
going?
that.
You never
Look at that.
dressed.
Look at that.
That you need. Yes. You don't need any of these anymore. Maybe one.
Arch,
one-
do you consider the bluesy a fuck you watch, like a solid gold sub?
No, it has to be solid gold. I'm sorry. It's like a guy in a BMW can't tell a guy in a Lamborghini to fuck you, can he? You understand?
No.
Yeah.
That's what makes me sad. Look at that $3,000 deployant extra option. Look at that watch. Just fucking beautiful. What I would do to have that on my wrist today, just to wear.
That is beautiful. That is beautiful.
I love that watch. I really did love that. Look at the set there. What about those 3 yellow gold stunners, JJ?
Mr. George says 5035 was a stunner. Love that watch. George,
Look at that, JJ. How's that for a photo? I took that photo, JJ. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that.
Is that a large Calatrava?
That's the same one we had before.
I would get that
World
VC I
Time.
showed you the other day.
That World
Mr.
Time was
Krishna.
amazing. Look at that. That was fucking
Wow. That is.
amazing. It was amazing.
That's the last
Well-
chapter, Arch. You're on to a new chapter. You don't need.
Look at
these
this.
anymore.
Look at the Guilloche there, JJ. Just keep that. Look at that Guilloche there. Look at that. That's fucking Guilloche. Do you understand? It might be
That was
girl size. It might be girl size Guilloche, but that's Guilloche.
Out of all 3 recent renditions of the World Time, that the 5110, the 5130, 5230, this is the best guilloche they did out of all of them.
I still agree with you, JJ. I think it is a smidgen.
That's a
small.
sexy watch. That's a sexy watch,
The
Arch. I like the crown
5130 was the
guards.
perfect size, but they should have did this dial in that size.
Look, this is my study here. Look at that. My briefcase. Look at that, JJ.
Nice, very nice. But it's time to move forward, Arch. Forget about the
Yes.
past. Forget about the staring at these.
Forward movement time.
Archie, they could never steal the memories that you had these material objects.
No,
You have the most important thing, a family. You have your sons. You have your health. It's always nice to ponder and go back in the past. You had the loving feeling of owning these things, but
Arch, you got to go back to the old school feel of when you were making the video with that funny shirt with the yellow gold sub on. Saying you got to pull out the used car dealership, flipping at the bird.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at the two Calatravas. Look at this photo. That one's out of focus in the corner. Look at that fucking thing.
it's got sexy lines. The Crown Guards make that watch.
I'll just be 1 minute. Someone's at the door.
Is this white gold? This white gold?
JJ would know. I have no
Yeah,
idea.
of course it's white gold. Yes.
I like this very much. Yeah.
It's clean. But he only needs one dress watch, and that's it. He doesn't need four ridiculous dress watches.
Yeah,
It's time for forward action of a plan of action. You know,
he needs what he needs is a new midlife crisis watch set. You know, just a fucking.
What would that be? Well, let's start out with this, JJ. Would you keep what he has right now, or would you get rid of that to do a fuck you watch?
I would start fresh. I would get rid of everything.
Start fresh. So get rid of everything. So what do you
clean slate?
I'd start with the best
thing then? Hulk?
Get an overseas.
Right now, I think the best deals.
Let me ask you something, JJ. I know deals, but is a Hulk? Do you think a Hulk suits Archie's personality?
No.
Well, he loved his sub, and he's in a tropical climate.
The green sub. I don't know.
I think a 41 bluesy fits him best, but I understand he's a bargain shopper.
I think he's on the right track, and that's what he mentioned first. So
he's definitely not a platinum guy. He's not a meteorite dial guy. He's not a diamond guy. So what would you clean slate? What would be the starter?
A 41 bluesy with the white text is a little fresher, a little more modern looking than the 40. But if he's getting a killer deal on the 40, whatever, I could live with the gold text. So yeah, all right, I would get that. I'll give him that. Fine.
A Hulk just doesn't seem like it's his style. But I don't know. I don't know
because he never goes for the cool shit. That's the thing. I'm trying to get him to do something different for once. He always goes for something like
Bluesy's not cool.
No, well, it's not that it's not cool. Two-tone is not super desired, you know, and he always tends to go for the bargain. So I'm just trying to get him to like move in a different direction.
Anthony Napolitano says Pepsi Meteorite GMT, but I don't. He doesn't seem like that kind of stuff. He's not a super hype guy, but he is a fuck you kind of guy.
Hey guys, sorry, you guys can actually change the view anytime you want. You don't have to wait for me.
No, we were just talking. We were just talking. Just picking JJ's brain to see what, because you're definitely not a super hype guy. You're not a meteorite guy. You're not a diamond dial kind of guy. You're not a diamond bezel guy. I just don't see you being a Hulk guy either. Correct me if I'm wrong, Arch.
Yeah.
Ross Rachel Brady looks like Dr. Evil right now.
JJ says you need to go clean slate. Get rid of everything you got.
Hulk. Bluesy before Hulk.
Yeah, I mean, you get a good deal on the bluesy. Fine, get the bluesy.
Yeah, but I mean, why not? Maybe even
that doesn't sound like a lot of confidence from coming from
no
JJ.
Rolex, like no Rolex at all. Go with other than Rolex.
We got to make JJ happy because JJ branded his watch as lady size and it's stuck forever. So we got to make JJ happy here with this.
Listen, that was one of the.
He seems to have a psychological effect on Archie.
Yeah, it really hit him where it hurts when I told him.
Yeah, you hit him where it fucking hurts with a nice fucking nice comment, but it hit him below the belt enough to where he remembers it forever.
That's when he said I had the wrong clasp on my watch.
I remember it. It was funnier than shit.
It's the wrong clasp on my watch. I said at least I have the men's size.
I remember that.
I remember that too. It was terrible.
Yeah. Look, all's fair in love and war, huh?
Yeah.
My first thing I would do is get everything out of this room and paint everything white, and then paint all those shelves like gray or something.
I think we've just hit the distracted Archie part of the show. Since we got this little lull, I want to do a little something for for everybody tonight.
Good. While you do that, I'm gonna wash my cup out.
All right, just give me a minute. Mikey, Ross, guys could talk about whatever you want.
Is Archie stepped away?
He's distracted a minute.
Okay.
No,
I mean, we've had a good hour of his undivided attention. I'm just going to roll through these comments. This was the first super chat. Stud Muffin, thank you for the $5 tonight. AD never calling. Great to see your support. Thank you, Patrick.
Yeah, I don't know
think
if we ever
Aaron's
did
kinda
get
hot.
the link for Aaron Fletcher. I know Archie said it was pinned, but it wasn't. I went to
Yeah,
the top.
I
It
think-
wasn't pinned.
I think Patrick was just joking about that.
No, it was
We got
originally.
Stud Muffin, $5.
but-
Thank you. LA Methwitch, $1. Thank you. Arch,
Yes, sir.
just give me 1 minute. I'm just rolling through and thanking people. Stud Muffin, $2. Thank you.
Stud
you very
Muffin,
much.
thank you so much, man. AD never calling $10. How much
Great.
the timeout Mark Goldberg to the end, to the new year or next century?
$100,000.
I'm just rolling through the super chats from the beginning, Arch, and just giving everybody a quick thank you.
Sure, thank you.
Mr. C, $1. Thank you. Racing Art, $20. Thank you.
Got George Voorhees.
Narcoberg, $2. Thank you. Narcoberg, again, $2. Thank you. Very funny avatar, Narc. Narcoberg, again, $2. Thank you. I wonder if are you SR Bell, Narcoberg? You just change victims. CB, $20. Thank you.
What was that last one that had something to do with me?
I'm not going backwards. CB, $5. Thank you.
I'll find it.
Yeah. America 9634, $2. Thank you. And of course, the super chat of the week, AD never calling, Patrick Philippe. Thank you. Adrian Sirac, $5. Thank you. I hope I pronounced your name correctly.
Chirac.
And of course, we have CB again, $50. Thank you, CB. AD never calling again, Patrick, $2. Thank you, Patrick. And again, AD never calling, $9. $10. Sorry, Patrick. Thank you. The sexiest man and the most loved man in the Archieverse, Mr. GMT, $2. Thank you. CB again, thank you again, $5. Toyota Mo, medium-sized legend and favorite person on JJ's show, $5. Thank you. Canadian brother of Bear Clooney watches, Nelson Oliveira. Thank you. And Narc, thank you for your services. Get the sand out of your cunt and grow up. AD never calling, $10. Thank you. Stud Muffin, $5. Thank you. And I think that was our last super chat. Again, guys. Oh no.
Now we got one from George Voorhees.
Yeah, this is a new one.
Yeah, interesting comment here. What he says is, Archie, go big or go home. Get yourself a nice FP Jean chronometer Sauvron in rose gold or platinum and be done. Stay strong, Arch.
Yeah, good starting point.
I don't know if an FP Jean's look.
Thank you,
I'll be honest with
Mr.
you.
George.
Or a Lunge or something like that.
Lange's got good value. The FP Jean's so impossible to get.
Archie, when Bear Clooney comes back, George said he would love to come on the show, depending on where he's at in the country, because he goes from home to home, and he would love to have you guys review his watch collection one by one live, which I thought was very.
It's not my keyboard, guys. Sorry.
Very. Yeah, I know, Mark. Mikey,
it's probably
I don't know.
me. I'm sorry.
But anyways, George, anytime you want to do that, shoot us a message. Archie, what's your email address?
ArchieLuxury72@gmail.com.
Yeah, George. I'd love to see Bear and Archie and you on the.
I've actually got a paid
channel.
review for Bear. I've been paid money. I'm just saying, once Bear comes back, we will do the review. I've got one already waiting to go. Okay.
Thank you, George. Okay, back to our regularly scheduled programs. Don't forget, guys, $10, and you can have your revenge on whoever you want in the chat if they're calling you a soy or whatever. We'd be more than happy to time them out today and today only. We're just trying this out. Doesn't seem to be a success, so it might be something that we might throw in the scrap bin. So
that's okay. You never know.
You never know.
We got Ron the Shrink there. How is Ron? I agree on the FP Jean.
Kamikaze Ron is here.
Oh, Ron, legendary. I thought it was very funny. You didn't time out 100 people. He didn't even have 100 people, Ron. He always exaggerates, but I thought it was one of the funniest things I witnessed live. There's a link, Ron, if you want to jump on. No problem. Link is pinned at the top, guys, too. Also, if you want to jump on. Also, we got 170 people, only 41 upvotes. If you could please take a minute, hit the upvote button. It does help on the Playboard stats.
Can I say something to you, JJ? JJ?
Yes.
Okay, this is a disaster. It's tragedy. No one deserves to be burgled, okay?
Right.
Let's forget the pity party.
You've been doing a good job at it, Archie, the last 3 days. Very good.
Yeah. What I'm asking is, JJ, this is a chance to rebuild with the knowledge that you have. You know what fucking I love about your collection? You don't fucking mind selling shit off. Like, I was shocked. The 5960, that's one of my dream watches, 5960.
Let's see what it looks like, Arch. 5960.
Yeah, I don't know.
5960 P. I had the P. Platinum.
You had the P. You had the P. Yes, you did have the. Let me find it. I'm just going to find it. What I would say to you is, JJ, let me just find this shit. I want to. Oh, here we go. Actually, there's a few things I want to discuss with Jay. I want to mention on the show. The 5950, right? Sorry, 59. You had the 5960. What the fuck am I talking? What you had the? What did you have? You had the G.
5960P. No, I had the 5960P, and then I traded it and added cash for the 5172G.
Okay. Tell me this, JJ. Do you see? You don't have the same emotional attachment that I do.
You know what it is? Because you look at each individual piece as like a story. I kind of, I kind of look at my collection as a whole and figure out how to.
Like you got rid of, you had a hard time getting rid of that. The Breitling with the diamonds. Remember?
Yes.
You got rid of it, but
what I did was I took off the diamond bezel, kept the diamonds, and I put on the original bezel and sold it on eBay.
There you go.
You happy to be out of that? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it wasn't for me anymore. It was from a different time, you know. But the diamonds I have, if I ever want to make a necklace or a bracelet for someone down the road or earrings, whatever.
JJ, let's not be delusional now, JJ.
Well, I'm just saying, I have the diamonds and the gold. So, yeah. Maybe I flick it off to an AD who gives me a good Rolex. You know,
I want to show you something, okay? Now, I don't want you to be upset, okay?
Okay.
You know someone who's an inspiration to me, who I don't know what the politics are with this guy at the moment. I don't give a fuck. You know that? I want to bring this up, JJ. You just talk to me what you think. What do you think of this?
Interesting collection.
So this is Jamie Opulence, right?
Yeah, I figured that from the enamel dial world time, but yep.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, right? Like, what do you really need? A bluesy? I've got a bluesy. I'm going to buy a bluesy. I haven't got the money yet, but I'll get the bluesy.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got the bluesy. Look at his reverso. Isn't that fucking gorgeous?
Oh.
And the Omega. Look at that. He's chose Omega on rubber. Why not? Who gives a fuck? What's wrong with that?
Well, what I would do is ditch the Omega on rubber. You don't need that. You got the bluesy. Well, I don't see when you would ever wear that. He's got a lot of blue. Way too much blue. I know blue's your favorite color. That's why you probably like this. But what do you need? 3 blue?
I think you're right. It's too much
all the
blue overkill, isn't it?
Now, what I would do is ditch the Reverso. I would get a VC, maybe Traditional or something like that, which I think is a way better watch, much more handmade for a little more money.
I'll tell you what inspires me. Can I tell you what inspires the fuck out of me?
Sure.
This was a collection you fucking had, and you're an ungrateful for not fucking.
I'm a prick.
Tell
I
me.
still have 2 out of 3.
What more do you fucking need in life?
JJ,
Maybe a
what's
snub.
the
Maybe a bluesy.
what's the dial on the gold Datejust? Is that a Datejust? Do I got my lingo right?
No, that's a day date. That's a 41 day date. That's
What
like
is
a
it?
creamy
What is the
dial,
color
isn't
of
it?
that dial?
I think it's creamy.
It's silver. It's silver. It's just
It's just the way the lights
maybe
hit. That's a
Yeah, I
Vegas
guess
watch. That's an Atlantic City watch for sure.
So you don't miss the 5172 at all. Well, I suppose you do miss it, but
I could buy it for over 10,000 less than I paid right now.
I know, but does
That I sold
money?
it for.
You're a businessman. That's why you drive a CLS, isn't it?
Well, I mean, I replaced it with a Vacheron Overseas blue dial, which I think the blue dial is nicer than that, and it's more wearable.
Okay. If you say so, JJ. See, that to me looks like a perfect collection. Yellow, rose, white.
But then you got
you know what I mean? The synergy in that.
All right, so Archie, so that is a day date. So when it doesn't have the thing on the
So the
top,
day date. So it tells you what day it is. See, it says Friday. And it tells you it's got the Cyclops. So that's called a day date. That's they only ever did day dates in precious. They actually, there's a rumor they did one in steel, but let's not even discuss that. They only did the day dates in precious metal. They're kind of the flagship Rolex. Okay.
So when you have that same watch, but it doesn't have the day on the top, it's called the Datejust.
Yeah, and they don't have that bracelet unless it's a mid-size.
Gotcha. Okay.
Or a ladies, because the ladies is also that's called a president bracelet. That bracelet is called a president.
Oh, that's not a Jubilee then.
No, that's a president bracelet.
They have their own bracelet.
Gotcha.
Yeah. You know, JJ, you can get
it. Go ahead.
I know someone who had a 70s GMT. They had a president bracelet on it. You could actually get a president bracelet for a gold GMT in the day.
Yeah, you used to be able to do. You used to be able to do a lot more when they weren't selling when they were fully stocked. You could do a lot more, right? But this was a very good collection, Arch. It was just a strategic move, but everything's temporary. You know, sometimes you got to make the right moves.
Archie, what is the day date with the link? That's called a tridor. That's the 3 yellow gold, white gold, rose gold.
Yeah, the tridor. That's right.
I never really liked the tridor, and they only did it in the 36 mil. They didn't do it in the 41 because.
Archie, when you rebuild, is one dress watch enough for you?
Sorry, what was that?
When you go on your rebuilding journey, however long it takes you, is one dress watch enough for you? JJ said all you need is one dress watch, Arch. Would you be happy with just one dress watch?
I must say, I got to be honest with you, JJ. Something I will agree with you. I think some of the Pateks I had were too. Look, I loved them. Don't get me wrong. If I could have them back, I would love them back, right? But it is what it is. I think George Vargas. Can you pronounce that for me, Jay? How do you pronounce that?
George Vargas.
Vargas. $50, Archie. There are many of us who got into the hobby because of you. I am one of them.
George Vargas, Archie. George Vargas.
George Vargas. Thank you.
Yeah. Or if you don't want to pronounce his last name and you forget, just Mr. George. He likes Mr. George.
V.
Yeah, George
Mr.
V.
George.
$50 American. Thank you, George.
I got to tell you, JJ, I think realistically, yeah, I think I could have a lot less. You know that I don't know. I'll be honest with you. How many fucking dress watches do you need? I actually get more joy out of the Rolexes.
Thank you, George. Thank you, George.
That's why I got a bit of a Rolex stuff back there. But very interesting, JJ. What do you think?
About what? My collection?
My own collection? I'm just look. Sometimes
I just didn't feel like it was worth the money, Arch, at the time.
JJ, which one of these three did you get rid of now?
He got rid of the Patek.
Yeah, the watch was like 70-something thousand, and I don't know. I didn't feel it was worth having that much money.
He didn't feel the love. He didn't feel the love.
That's the platinum one?
That's white gold. That one. The one I had before was platinum. That I traded into that.
And what's the one in the middle?
It's a Breguet 7097 retrograde second.
Is that
watch
rose gold?
Every penny.
Is that rose?
Yep.
Beautiful.
That watch in the middle is a third of the price of the Patek, and it was built just as well. I think just as nice.
It looks beautiful in rose gold, man. I like it's beautiful.
Breguet is so underrated. They really are. I don't understand.
Well, yeah, I happen to totally agree. Breguet and ArchieLuxury are both completely just underrated.
Well, Breguet is so much more handmade than JLC.
Mikey,
yeah, but I mean,
can you say Guilloche for me, please, twice?
Guilloche.
Thanks, Mikey. Thanks.
And Vacheron Constantin and ArchieLuxury, or ArchieLuxury, if you the RE is not even pronounced, I don't think. But yeah, those are companies that.
Nice comment here from AD Never Calling, George V. Mr. George, I was in the hobby earlier, but Arch and the community made me feel much better about it. Yes, sirree.
Arch made me feel at all about it. I started out like not even having feelings about it, and he guided me and started my love for watches. I owe my love for watches to you, Arch. I really do. I mean, you are the first video I watched, and it's not stopped since. And here I am now, and I'm honored to be on your show. But
we don't need no 25 fucking top list fucking nonsense mainstream media political correct snowflake
shit,
list.
Man.
Fuck
This is the top number one.
That's right, Mark.
We're already there.
That fucking list, snowflakes.
It should be like the top 25 below Archie. You know, the top sub 25. That's how it should have been labeled.
Arch, would you consider getting the 5172 right now at 50 somewhat thousand?
Are you asking me?
Yeah, I would.
Arch.
Oh, okay.
Huh, Steve Parker actually convinced me to sell my apartment and get Patek. Fuck. Jesus, I don't know about that. You didn't know.
Well, it's hard to wear an apartment on your wrist.
Yeah, mind you, they don't get stolen that easily, do they?
Yeah, that's true, too.
Well, Arch, there's always a safety deposit box, too, you know, and, you know, there's other ways of operating, and, you know, you can
diabetes monitor, Mike. Diabetes monitor. Are we okay?
Yeah, we are. Well, I'm right on the edge. Right on the edge of being low, but I'm still.
We just want to make sure we don't have a. We want to make sure we don't have a red alert.
No, the alarm hasn't gone off yet. It ought to go off pretty soon here because I haven't eaten all day. But it's doing all right so far. Even when it goes low, it's not like crisis time. It's just telling me that it's like.
Does it call an ambulance if you pass out?
Yeah, but I've never passed out, and it's gone considerably lower than when this alarm goes off. This alarm goes off at 70, and it's gone down to 49, 48, and I've not even felt funny. I just was like, holy shit, that's really low. I need to eat some ice cream and to knock it back up.
You still got aches and pains from your fall, Mikey? Are you okay? Did you shake it off yet?
No, my foot is fucking killing me. I have a limp, and my rib isn't bothering me too much as long as I don't try to take in like the biggest breath ever, and I don't try to go jogging or anything. The rib.
Hey, Arch, I gotta cut out. Thank you for having me on. Appreciate it. Guys,
hey, JJ, it's been great having you on, man. It's great chatting watches with you.
Yeah,
what time are you starting your show? 20 minutes time?
50 minutes. 9:30.
Okay.
Oh, you're running out of steam? Just let Curly go through it. Don't worry. Yeah.
I was just checking, man. Just checking.
It's always a pleasure to be on the show with you, JJ.
We can keep it going, Arch. If you need to take a break, we'll keep it going. Then when you come back, we'll link to JJ and do his fun day, Sunday fun day.
Yeah. We want to link to you. Have you already, JJ?
Yes, I could send you the link. Up? Yeah, I could send you the link. I'll send it to you.
I can find it easily. That's okay.
Oh, so you could pre-set it up, Arch?
I'm doing it now.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, I'd like to. Because JJ, it really means a lot that you come on and help me out in my bad times.
Sure, I love to come on and chat about some watches.
Oh, that's the episode 76, Sunday Fun Day.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I didn't even need to paste it. It just automatically added it.
Oh, sweet. All right. Well,
so
thank you for having me on.
episode 76.
That's correct.
Okay, beautiful. Thank you. Done.
Thank you, guys.
See you later, JJ.
Bye-bye.
Curly.
Yes.
You're an interesting guy. When are you going to get a beautiful watch for yourself? Tell me this.
After I get my roof done on my house this spring, I'm gonna do some more research, and then I'm going to enlist the help of my cousin, and he'll get it for me.
Hey, we've got Nico Leonard in the chat there. Nico Leonard, jump on. Oh, it's a bit late for him, actually. I think it's really late. Nico Leonard, thank you for Legends. There we go, Nico Leonard, just to say hello to Nico.
He had a great last video. The last video he did was pretty cool. I'm a man! I'll just drop the link in case he wants to...
yeah, and Nico, please mention my channel. I'm trying to get more subs on the ArchieLuxury main
I just want to know his... I want a reaction to his first diaper change.
Curly, it would be cool to see you get a nice watch, though. It'd be interesting to see what you get, and
I can tell you exactly what I'm going to get: a white gold Rolex Cellini print.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I know you already said on the watch you want, and mad respect, man, that you already know the watch you want, and I actually love that watch. I happen to I feel I have the same like for that watch that you do. Very much so. That watch is pure class.
I actually saw one in person last week for the first time.
Really?
Yeah. It's actually stunning in person. But that sample that he had, the leather strap wasn't in that. I'm not going to say it was in bad shape, but it was very used. And the watch had been polished, but it was still stunning. You know what? It was a lot bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah, rectangle watches have that ability to kind of look a little larger than they are.
Well, we got to stop talking about it because for some reason after that, I think Tim Masso or somebody, for some reason, they started talking about that watch for like a couple of weeks straight. And I see my cousin laughed at me. He said, for some reason, the prices are going up on these things, especially the rose gold one. So I'm gonna stop talking about it.
I wouldn't worry about it, man. You know, the price is going to be the price when the time comes for you to get it. It's going to be what it is, and you're just going to have to pay to play.
No, actually, Palway, it doesn't have sharp corners. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it was because it was polished. Because I was told it was polished. It still looked beautiful to me, but
Yeah, you have to be really careful about that, man. Some
Poway,
people
I'm not
get
gonna
really
I'm not,
heavy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna wear it every day, Poway. I'm just gonna wear it when I need to wear a suit, maybe 12, maybe a dozen times a year that I have to wear a suit. That's it. That's the only time I'm gonna wear it. It's the last accessory that I need for when I get dressed up. I think we're losing the. He's there. There he is. We thought we were losing you, Arch.
Someday I think I will own a dress watch as well, even though there's 0 times a year that I wear a suit. I still think I want to buy a dress watch just to have a complete collection from beginning to end.
Yeah. I don't want to get this disease, Mike, because I have a lot. I got too many hobbies, but I could tell you this: my number one and number 2 watch for a dress watch, that would be it. And my number 2 right now, as of today, I really love the Milgauss. I saw Milgauss also in real life. It was a black dial. That's not the one I want, but it just sat on my wrist, beautiful. And that's actually a very reasonable watch nowadays.
It is, and it's a very beautiful, very robust.
I know, Archie. What's the Milgauss Blue is what, maybe $1,000 if not more?
Yeah, the sea blue. The sea blue. Look, retail they're the same price, but on the secondary market, it's got a bit more value to it. But you know what, Curly?
I'm not gonna be doing any kind of AD shit. I'm gonna go through my cousin. He'll get it for me, but I'm not gonna. It's not gonna be at retail or AD or whatever. I'm gonna get it from him. Or he'll get it for me. He's in the jewelry business, but he has good access and good connections in the watch. He gets quite a few watches a year for people, especially ladies' watches.
Don't be afraid to check out David SW, but David
I
SW.
won't. Or Nico Leonard. I definitely will not.
But Nico Leonard, that's if you're in Ireland there or in Europe because of the taxes.
Yeah.
In America, you'd go David SW because
I got a cousin of mine that travels goes from Switzerland to Ireland quite a bit.
Check out the currency. Sometimes there's some currency.
I have. It was very well for me 3 weeks ago because I send.
I just keep an eye on it, but I reckon a bluesy for you would be
perfect. No.
But I got to tell you, I've been wearing this Explorer. That's been my watch. My Speedy is in the safe, and I really just love. How many? I got to be honest. I just love that watch.
It's funny how a picture can leave an impression on you. When you and Sirocco and Sav and your son went and had that lunch, and you guys took that picture with your arms in a square. Yeah. Now I know there was other watches that were more expensive, but your Milgauss just stood out because of that. The lighting was perfect. I love that Milgauss. I do. I really like it a lot.
Yep.
That's just distinctive enough. Both of the watches that I'm talking about are just different than other Rolexes, and I like different.
That noise is not coming from me.
Yeah, it's Ross. He just muted himself.
And I have to say, the Bluesy
I'm sorry.
in person.
No problem, Ross.
The Bluesy in person is one of those watches that you got to see in person because it looks great in pictures. It's impressive enough in pictures and magazines, but when you see one in on your wrist in real life, it is amazing. It is truly amazing. The blue dial, and the Bluesy is just.
It doesn't match my lifestyle, Mikey. It is amazing picture wise. It's beautiful. It's
not for everybody.
It wouldn't match my lifestyle. My lifestyle is not a Bluesy lifestyle.
Me either. I don't think I could see myself buying a Bluesy personally either. No. I kind of was on a two-tone thing there for a little while when I was on the.
Because you wanted the root beer. Root beer.
But I've lost that. I've lost that urge completely. I went full to red, black, and white Ducati.
Yes.
And
you love your bike, don't you, Mike? You love riding your bike, don't you?
I do, man. It brings me great enjoyment.
Hey, Silent Sounds. I don't know who you are. Can you please turn on your camera? If you don't want to show your face, just wave your hand a little bit. We don't want to get porno bombed.
Exactly.
Sorry, but that's the only fail-safe that we have.
Yeah, he's gone. Obviously, he wasn't that serious.
Yeah.
I don't understand this porno bomb. Why do they think that's funny? I don't. Do you get that?
We got hit. We got hit yesterday twice. We started a dungeon. We went about 45 minutes. We got hit. Then we started another dungeon, and we got hit again. So the last one, we just said nobody gets on unless you turn your camera on. And if you don't want to show your face, wave your hand. But we need to see somebody live. And then it stopped. So
I think that's fair.
Well, I mean, that's all we got because it came up verified. That's what's scary. JL checked it and it was YouTube verified. So they're getting smarter. That's all. And
yeah, there's smart people out there.
Yeah. They're very adaptable.
It's a fucking scary world.
And spiteful. Whoever it is has a lot of deep down spite in them to go through all that trouble.
Well, we already know how
JL was working on a way to find out and ban them when they try to do that. So hopefully he did.
Yeah, I've seen some people to be able to reverse track. What's the NPO?
Not reverse track. It's not reverse track. It's actually banning them as they're trying to get on.
Yeah, but I mean, once they're on, you can look at their IPO or whatever and reverse track.
I don't know, Mikey. I'm like one step technology-wise above you, and once you learn what you're doing, you're going to be way above me. So I think I've hit my plateau. I got everything down except the only thing I can't do is when people put a YouTube link in a private chat. I don't know how to control the video and put it on the screen. So.
Okay. Yeah, we are definitely on the slow technology train.
We got 155 viewers. If you could hit the upvote button and get us at least above 50 punters, that'd be appreciated.
Yeah. Man, it's the first thing I do when I log on. Everybody should just do that.
Yeah,
as soon as you log on, just click.
It's like a free. What do you call door charge? When you go to a bar, what do they call that? When you go to a bar and you got to pay. You got to pay the
cover charge.
Cover charge. Yeah,
cover charge.
A free cover charge. Just hit it while on your way in. Thank you. The 3 people who did it, we are above 50. Thank you very much. It's appreciated. It does help. And we're kind of losing the Panther as we go. So maybe a super chat to bring them back into. We bring them back to attention. We still got a little time to go before JJ starts his.
Get him out of his trance.
I love you guys. You know that I really do love you guys. You guys are really cool to talk to. And
hey, Archie, I'm gonna say it like you did yesterday in the dungeon. Fuck else I got to do it this time. When I get off,
I'm gonna go get a cloth. You just hang on there. We're gonna get a cloth because I'm gonna clean something whilst you're here. I love chatting to you guys, man. I love this banter. It keeps me happy, healthy. Yeah, I'll be right back.
Sure.
You got it.
Omega.
Hey, Mikey, I caught you. I went on producer Mark's channel today, and everybody, by the way, if you ever want to just see some salt of the earth people, producer Mark, I recommend this channel. Subscribe to it.
Oh,
he
yeah.
holds some really great live streams. You never know who's going to be on there. This morning we had Lux report on there.
He didn't call me. I saw it 5 minutes after it was off. I would have jumped on.
Who didn't call you?
Well, Mark.
I'm surprised he was calling people right and left to try to go on. I was.
He didn't call me, and the other day he called me, and I woke up actually, and I jumped on and was on for a good hour or two.
Yeah, I had you guys on my phone. We were walking the dogs, and I got a notification, and
yeah,
I didn't pop it on right away. Yeah. I'd like to hear your whole deal when you were working at the knife shop. That was pretty cool. So.
Oh yeah. No, that was a fun time working there because it was stimulating because I was doing really intricate, high detail work that took a lot of skill, and
Yeah.
I brought a lot into that company that they didn't have before I was there. Like their engravings, needed to be, they were laser engravings. They weren't hand engraved, which is, obviously preferred, but the laser engravings are the next best thing. But then painting the valleys black is another thing. And what they were doing, what most people do, is just pour paint in and fill the valley and let it dry.
You got the
And
knives you were? Can we show knives? I don't know. Can we show
I don't
knives
have
on the
any.
live stream?
I don't have any engraved knives. I've got my one, my Damascus knife handy. I've got my other two knives, but they're nothing special. They don't have.
So you guys were building high-end micro brand knives when the knife.
This knife here would probably sell for $3,500.
Yeah.
This is $3,500.
Yeah, handmade knives were a big thing for a while, and then all of a sudden they just fell off the face of the earth for some reason.
This is like really not as much handmade as you think. Most of it's CNC, but there's so much hand finishing and detail work done. You can call it a handmade knife because, we only made 19 to 23 of these a month.
Yeah.
8 people, 9 people working on these. It took that long.
Well, it's nice. Hey, listen, when you buy something like that, you know it's going to last a lifetime. So
yeah, well, it comes with a authenticity certificate. It comes in a box like this.
Yeah.
There goes my sugar alarm. I told you it was going to go off soon.
No problem.
No, it isn't. It isn't a problem. But yeah, no, working there was really cool. The problem was they needed me full time, and I couldn't be on my feet 8 hours a day. My feet would swell up, and they would hurt, and I just couldn't do it. And I'd start projects that really needed me to finish them. That nobody else could jump in halfway through and finish what I'd started, and so. They
should have got you a nice comfortable chair and sat you down so you could do it sitting down.
I was in a nice comfortable chair. It's just that I was always running around doing anything and everything. I was the short order cook. That's what they called me.
Yeah, I stopped by. He actually had like 5 or 6 people on his channel today. I didn't know that Lex used to go on his channel. Doc's Report used to go on Producer Mark's channel. So.
You mean Lex?
Report? Yeah,
Lex.
Yeah, he used to go.
When we first started out, the very first day, it was supposed to be Lex, me, and Mark, and we talked, and then we tried to start something out, but Mark's timeline was such that the show was starting at 6:30 or 7
Mikey,
in the morning.
Look at
for
Mikey.
Me.
We're boring Narc to death. Should I time him out, Mikey? What do you think, Mikey? You want me to time him out?
No, just let him hang. He's not running his siren, so let him hang.
Oh, you mean his bullshit siren?
Yeah. I've come to appreciate Narc.
Yeah, me too.
Sure.
But it doesn't help. He holds that against you, Mikey.
What against me?
No, not against you. I'm saying, never mind. Just tell us more about the knife.
Oh, just that it was a very stimulating and great job there that I had. And they're still there. I still go back and use their equipment sometimes.
That's good.
And I have full access to the shop.
So you left on good terms. You didn't burn a bridge.
Oh, not at all.
Good for you, Mikey. Good for you.
No,
that's nice to have access to a machine shop, right? Come in handy.
Oh, you
sometimes.
bet it is. I can go there and use the Bridgeport, and I can mill things out.
Hey, Dodger.
I'm just cleaning off some paint.
Hello, Dodger.
Nice. I was thinking some of those book covers may have saved the actual cover of the books.
Yes.
And even some of those book covers are waxed well enough that the paint might even come off without damaging the covers.
Trapper says, I like scaled down Bowies. It's a classic. You're talking about Bowie knives. Trapper, I was in Arkansas fishing, and the place that we went and had the breakfast at, they had handmade knives on the wall. and I ended up buying all three that he had on the wall. One was a big Bowie knife, one was a fillet knife, and one was just like a carry knife, all fixed blades with handmade leather sheath. They're my most prized knives. They were beautiful at the time, all engine turned.
Holy shit!
Oh, nice.
The Bowie knife. The Bowie knife is steel. It's not.
How much does a good knife cost? What does a good knife?
Hey, Archie, that guy sold me
300.
This is 20 years ago, but that guy sold me all three knives for $300. He sold them to me for $100 a piece, and the leather sheets alone, the work he did on those alone was worth the money.
Yeah.
If he had more, I would have bought them all.
Now, I have mad respect for a knife that somebody took like a leaf spring off a car and heated it up and hammered it out, and it's rough looking. And
now, one of these days when you're on the dungeon, Mikey, I'll take them out and I'll show you. They got deer antler handles, and he
oh yeah, cool.
He burnt the antlers, and then he scrimshawed the butt of the antler. You know, he put little, like on my fillet one, he's got a fish. On the deer one, he's got a deer. You know, on the Bowie knife, he's got a deer, and the other one is like a gutting knife, you know?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Nice, man. Nice. Yeah, knives are a whole nother world, man. Yeah. I had hoped when I got the job to exit as a knife builder, as a knife maker. But as it turns out, they just had me running around doing so many different menial tasks that I didn't really learn the trade of like full blown knife making.
How long were you there for?
3 years, 3.5 years.
Did you used to program the CNC machines and set them up, Mikey, or
no,
like the fixtures?
No. I knew how to rack up the parts and and push the button, but the CNC was kind of still Chinese to me.
Pavel is concerned about your low sugar alert.
Let me check and see what the number is. Hang on. I got my new little
Narc says shut it down. No, we can't shut it down, Narc. We got to keep it going for JJ.
Yeah. Well,
it's not just about entertaining you, Narc.
It's 68. Exactly. We're good. We're good to go.
Ice cream alert.
No, I just gotta eat. And we're already the show's I think coming to the ending point. So I'm just gonna go eat food, and that will fix everything.
Yeah, hey, when's the last time you ate some wontons, Archie? That's what we're gonna order tonight. We're gonna order some Chinese food, but the lady always gives us like 6 the fried wontons, not the not the noodle.
Steamed.
Yeah, not the steamed, but they're fried, the crunchy ones. No, you know what? They're not. You know what, Archie? I'm sorry, they're not wontons. Crab ragoons. That's what she sends us. Crab ragoons.
You ever had war wonton soup?
Oh yeah.
Yes, I love wonton soup.
That's what my wife always gets. She'll be ordering that tonight. Wonton
soup. War wonton soup, man. You get the biggest giant container. It's like a quart container.
Yeah, exactly.
Soup Plastic, with a bunch of steamed wontons in it and all kinds of meat. And I mean that's a 2-3 day meal buy.
I'll give you the exact order. She's going to get wonton soup, a large. I'm going to get a large beef and pea pods. We're going to get some crab ragoons that she sends all the time, and then for an appetizer, we get the pot stickers, 6 pot stickers. So that's good enough. And we got such a great variety of Chinese food around us.
I love Chinese food.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
I love yum cha. Do you like yum cha?
Never had it.
Never had it.
No, we did. We did in San Fran. That's yum cha. You know where they bring out the stuff? That's yum cha.
No,
that's dim sum. Yeah,
dim sum.
But it's also
yum cha. Dim sum. Yeah,
maybe it's also called yum cha. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a great place. Yeah, dim sum. That's what we call it too. There's a great place in Chinatown.
You call that dim sum?
Yeah, they just charge you a flat fee, and then they keep bringing out stuff on a Lazy Susan. You know, they keep bringing out stuff in the.
You just keep bringing it out to your like no more,
bamboo steamers. Yeah, yeah.
No more. That's right. Yeah, that's amazing stuff, isn't it?
Oh man, that was one of the best meals I've had in years. Plus, it was with my my hero, the pontiff. I mean, that was such a special meal, Archie. You have no idea, man. You made my year.
I
You
was
made my
waiting.
entire
I was
year.
waiting. I was waiting, Mikey, when you did the video in the BMW. I was waiting for you to jump one of the hills like in the movie Bullet.
I romped on it pretty hard a couple of times.
Yeah, I saw that. Archie was like, "Oh, Mikey."
I threw everybody in the back of the seats a couple times. That thing's a fucking rocket.
It's got some fucking power, that thing, hasn't it? Hey.
So Archie, that was quite a bit of work you got done on that wooden bookshelf. That thing was packed with books. Last night when you started it, it was filled with books.
Yeah. Unfortunately, but these fuckheads, look at this. They put paint all on the seal here. I'm trying to get this.
Hey, Narc, if you'd like to jump on, I'll back room myself.
Hey, you know what? I'll open the space up because I gotta go. So I'm gonna say goodnight to everybody. And Archie, I love you.
Man, thank you for coming on, man. It's always good to
I'm
chat
on every
to you,
night.
man.
I'm on every night. So
Mikey, maybe one Sunday morning or Saturday morning, I'll see you on Producer Mark's channel again.
Yeah, no, just tell him to call me. Just remind him to call me, and I'll wake up and make a point.
We had a fun time. Crappie stopped by. Lux was on there. Lux.
Oh, we would talk cars and shit. You know, I love Producer Mark, man. He's great.
Yeah. Good man. He's a good guy.
Yeah. So, hey, you guys have a great night, and I will talk to you tomorrow.
See you, Mikey.
So, all right. See you guys, man. Love you all.
See you.
He's a good guy, Mike.
Sure is. Looks like it's just us two fat guys, Arch.
No, that's okay, man. I'd like to chat to you, but I haven't had a chance to chat to you alone for ages, you know? But
we were chatting. We were chatting yesterday in the dungeon.
Yeah. I got to tell you, man, it's taken a toll. It's slowly, look, you don't understand. Like, it doesn't look like I did much work, but that took fucking hours. And
listen, I know you took every book out and every magazine out and you had to wipe it down. I saw you. Hey, listen, believe me, that's tedious work, Archie. Tedious work always takes the longest.
Exactly. And I mean, look, I kind of, I am in shock still, but you know what? I can only try my best. You know, Curly, I can only try my best. That's all I can do.
I'm glad what you're doing now is the healing process. I'm glad that you took that step, because hiding, you're never going to be able to hide from it. So that's part of the healing process. You going through and rebuilding and wiping all your books down and cleaning the existing stuff you got.
Look at this here, Aston Martin book.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? Why would you seriously do that? You know,
the lucky thing is at least it was water-based paint. If you could clean it off, it obviously was water-based paint, because if it was oil-based, that stuff would be ruined forever. I had that happen to me, Arch. I was refinishing my I actually painted my bricks. I got a room, they call it a breezeway here in America, and it leads to my garage. And I didn't like the raw brick, because my house is a double brick house too, and it's it's like a pinkish color, and you know, obviously I can't do nothing about the outside. I did power wash it, clean it, and seal it.
No.
But inside this breezeway, it was meant to be a non-air conditioned, non-heated room, you know, like a mud room almost. But I put heat in it, and I ended up, I was like, I got to paint the brick, and I had a beautiful. I just got done getting the oak floors refinished in there, and I spilt a half a gallon of oil-based paint that I was painting the brick with.
Oh no!
And even though it was still wet, I tried to clean it. It still seeped into the oak and stained the oak. And I had to basically have the guy come and resand the whole oak floor again to get that stain out. So, oil-based paint is no.
They don't tend to use oil. They're moving away from oil-based paints, even for houses and that there, because oil-based paint gets a yellow tinge as it gets older. You know what I mean?
What do you think? My lovely friend here is telling me, Sirocco, you fat fuck. He's always He's abusing me, Archie. Should I time him out? What do you think?
Who's that?
We'll let him go. The narc.
Oh, the narc gets a bit. The narc is. I don't understand. I don't know. I'm disappointed. The narc.
Darky, you said it best. Sand in the vagina.
I don't know why he got so funny. He promised me he wouldn't do anything silly, and then he couldn't help himself. You know what I mean?
Well, I think the atmosphere of the dungeon kind of brings that on. You know, hey, listen, I'm just as guilty. I asked him a couple of times, but I actually was laughing. It was kind of funny, but
yeah,
Assad and Trapper kind of. I don't know, whatever. You know what? When the sand all comes out, when he washes it real good and it gets all the sand out, maybe he'll come back to fucking reality again.
I like Narc. Narc can be a lot of fun. You know what I mean?
I like him too.
Like, I like his accent. His accent is a no-nonsense Aussie accent, isn't it?
He's a unique personality. I like him, but as most people that I end up liking, they end up how could I say it?
Mm-hmm.
They end up disappointing you. So this thing that he does, threatening to leave, and I'm banning the dungeon for 7 days. Good luck. Talking about air fryers doesn't sit well with me. Especially, you know what? I think Bear said it best. You know, your Archieverse doesn't revolve around one person. It's always a revolving door. Talent in, talent out.
I like your voice back, Curly. One thing I do like is you got a soothing voice there. You got a great laugh. I like your laugh. And
Archie,
that adds.
The fuck, are you hitting on me or what?
I'm just telling you, man. Man, man, I had a burglary, man. I'm just too fucking old and fat to lie.
I know.
To you.
Your interview came out so good with Paul Thorpe. It came out very sincere. It came out very intelligent.
I can only just say the truth. You know, I got nothing to hide.
I'm actually very glad he did it. I was wondering why it was taking him so long to do it, but I didn't know he was on vacation. He's on holiday.
and he couldn't just upload it. He had to do a bit of stuff with it, so he was having some technical problems there. So it's okay. It's okay. He's okay. You know, I'm just trying to get the glue out of this book.
I see that.
It's not.
Is it glue or is it just a dried up gravel paint?
Paint.
Yeah, it's good that it's water-based latex. Did it? Usually, it doesn't seep into the. Hopefully, it didn't seep into it.
Sorry, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Sorry, bump my mic cord. Yeah, look. Some books are more damaged than others, but what can you do? You know.
Hey, we'll say hello to Watch Nicholas. How you doing, Watch Nicholas?
What's happened to him? He came on, then he disappeared. What happened to him?
Well, we had Thanksgiving, and he's got his own unique live stream. He just started. You believe it that he used to stream all the time without StreamYard, so he kind of was a one-man show, and he's kind of easing into the StreamYard process now. He finally got it. And does a really good job. He seems to have a little doubt in himself. I don't know why. I hope he gets over that.
I like him. He's okay.
Yeah, he's a very unique personality. I like him too. I wouldn't be on your channel if it wasn't for him. I actually took an interest in not so much watches, but the live streaming on his channel. So I remember watching his live streams when he had like 250, 300 subscribers, and then he kind of blew up going after TPG, you know. It was a good target to go after. He gave you endless material.
Yes. Yeah. No. That's exactly. Tell me this, Curly. You had your own disasters with your robbery and that there.
Yeah.
Do you think you've moved on from it now, or it'll never leave you?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't leave you. But what helped me, Archie, and also helped my wife a lot. And at that time, my daughter's moved out now. She's living her own life. But it was not good for them as well as me. I felt that I failed them as a provider and a protector. But you know what? In the long run, when I looked at it at that time, I did everything that there was nothing else that I could do. You know, so something you said really rings true. Once we moved and we came to this house that we live in now, I did forgive myself, and but I did everything I could do. You know, I thought, you know what happened to me, Archie? It was originally a gun safe because you can't put guns in especially shotguns. You can't put them in a safety deposit box, right?
No.
But I got lazy because I figured I had a safe. It was bolted to a wooden floor. There was a steel reinforced door with a steel frame with just, I put the door in myself. It wasn't an easy thing to get through. You know, going into the room with the gun safe, the windows were barred off, and the whole house had a whole house alarm system.
Did you ever find out who did this, Curly?
No. It was organized. It was organized people, either some kind of crime people that do this stuff professionally. Why I was targeted, I questioned that for a very long time. I got a little paranoid, and then I just stopped questioning it because I knew the police were never going to find anything. The only thing I was thinking of is maybe these guys are stupid enough to make a mistake, but they never did. And my biggest worry was that there were 2 firearms that I didn't have paperwork for, Archie. I didn't have the serial numbers, and I told the police that because, God forbid, I don't think it could have ever been traced back to me, but it was something my father gave me, and we couldn't find it. You got a super chat, Archie.
Pavel, $10. Removing painful books in the studio is kind of nice vibe. Good energy, Arch. Thank you, Pavel.
Thanks, Pavel. Yeah, I kept asking my dad, when you got these things, they were given to him, so that was the only thing I was really worried about. But you know what, Archie? I got lazy because originally the gun safe was only to store guns, but because you got a safe, you're like, I don't feel like going to the bank. I'll put this in there. I'll put that in there, and
you got lazy. Why do you blame yourself? What the fuck?
Well, because there was my wife's jewelry there was a lot of jewelry in there that was jewelry she didn't wear a lot, only on special occasions. So she would have been able to go to the safety deposit box to get it. There was, I put some gold Cougar Rams in there that should have been at the bank. There was no reason for me to have them there. I got lazy. I did get lazy. There was a lot of the
possessions. You don't expect to be fucking.
You don't. That's the problem. You don't. But you know what? The biggest mistake that I made, and I didn't think about it, but I walked through how these guys robbed me, and what they did was I had a whole house fan in the attic, Archie, and I had motion detectors everywhere. At that time, my dogs, the motion detectors were set so it wouldn't pick up the dogs, but it would pick up a human. And I had, laser motion detectors, so up high. There was no way my dogs were going to do that. I had window brakes, door sensors. But the 2 weaknesses that I ended up finding out, I did not have any type of protection in my attic. And what these guys did is climbed on the roof. They took off the hood for my whole house air fan. They ripped it out. And that's how they got in. And what they did was they followed the wires from because at that time, the alarm system was hardwired. And they knew where the alarm box was, because of all the wires went to it. So when they cut the remote siren that I had inside the house, and I had a remote siren in the attic that was up against a vent, so people would hear it if it went off. And they cut those wires first. They got my dogs to go outside. They psyched out my dogs, and once they got in the house, Archie, they used either a hydraulic jack or what they call an ARAM that you use for, an emergency tool that you use to get people out of a car. And they basically just used that to rip my safe off the wood. And they used that to open the steel door. So,
holy shit.
And they obviously, my biggest mistake also is I only had one neighbor because my house was up against the park, Archie. And I never told my neighbor that we were going to be out of town to keep an eye on the house because, the neighborhood was a tight-knit neighborhood, but, they saw a work van parked in my driveway, which was common for me. So that's how these guys had time to do what they did, you know. So you learn from it. You learn how to protect yourself better. You learn never to be complacent.
I don't think you fucking did anything wrong there. What the fuck? Your problem is nothing.
I didn't. The only thing I did wrong, Archie, is that
Stop blaming yourself. Fuck me, dead.
Hey, listen, Archie, I'm not blaming myself. I moved on from.
What right have they got to come into your home and take your shit?
No, they don't. They don't. And they did ransack. The safe wasn't good enough once they wheeled that out. They did ransack the rest of the house. They went through all the drawers. It's not like they open the drawer and then neatly close it. They take the whole drawer out. They dump it all out. So it was
disaster.
Yeah, it was a disaster. But like I said, I knew the minute that we pulled into my driveway and behind the gate were my dogs waiting there. And I don't know how long my dogs were outside. You know, we were only gone for 2 days, Archie. So the minute I saw my dogs outside, I was happy that my dogs weren't killed, but I knew somebody would rob my house. So you'll see, you know what, Archie, you're never going to forget it. You're never, you know, there's always going to be things that remind you of it, but it does make you a little bit better at protecting yourself. My concern was, you know, a lot of people just think that it's you, but your whole family went through the robbery. It's not just you. You know, that was the hardest part, was dealing with, you know, my wife. She was very, very afraid when I was at work, when she would go grocery shopping and come back to the house alone, you know.
Sure.
I finally was able to convince her to get trained in firearms, and she finally got a firearm and got comfortable with that, so that helped a lot also.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
But,
no, I know. Look at this, guys. Look, just.
I know. So what do you think? You're so what do you say? You said you are going to get the carpeting redone after January?
Oh, you know, no, I've already paid for the carpet. The carpet's already been paid for, and I'm getting the safe removed. That's
right.
Wednesday now.
Yeah.
But you know, the guy rings me and says, "I'm really sorry, he can't make it today." I said, "You know what? Nothing you could say could upset me. I've just lost 300 plus."
Yeah. Well, I mean, you said that the carpet installers aren't coming up till January, so that gives you enough time to just do what you're doing, the tedious part.
Oh no, I would have had this ready. They're supposed to come today. I would have had it ready today. I'd have everything out.
What about are you gonna once the insurance company gives you a payout, are you gonna upgrade your streaming stuff, like your mic and monitor and all that kind of stuff? Or
actually, I've already. I'll tell you the truth. This fucking streaming from a mobile phone.
I like that. Yeah, I like that setup.
I've actually got the exact same, because they cut my cable on my streaming camera. I've got the same one coming because I know that setup works. Do you understand? I didn't want to fuck around. I don't want to think. I just want to be on autopilot.
Yeah, you're comfortable with the setup you have. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Believe me.
So actually, that book there. See, that book had a little bit of paint on there. I've taken it off, and it's actually, that book's pretty good actually. Some of them have come out better than others. You know what I mean?
Do you refer to these books a lot, Archie, or do you just keep them as mementos?
No, I love these books. I love my books. Okay. I mean, I'll just get one more. I'll show you something. 1 minute.
Yeah. What do we got in the chat still? NATO, Pavel, Discount, Trapper. Trapper, I can't wait to see the videos of your dogs running around in the field. Brian, Eric L, Matt K. I'm gonna start putting some of your I'll start putting some of your chats up on the screen so it's not just me and Archie.
So if anyone says this is fake, right? This is the oldest book my dad had. It was called Modern History in Britain, right? It was from the late 40s. My dad had this in England. That's
Very
his
cool.
first book. And well, if it's not worth a lot of money, but they've just put paint.
But the sentimental value is there, yeah?
Exactly. So I'm just cutting the glue off here. There's nothing. I think I just leave the rest of the glue on that, you see. But it might get a bit off. Okay, I'll just leave that.
You know, Archie, it's a bit like a therapy what you're doing, you know? It's a bit like therapy.
Yeah, I might actually just leave that glue there because this is such an old book. This book is so old, right?
The leather. Yeah. Is it leather bound?
No, it's not leather. It's just a cloth-bound book. I want to show you something, but right, this book is so old. Yes. Okay.
No,
so this book here.
What are those? Are those prints? Those prints like silk screened, or how did they do it back then?
No. This is just paper. Look, that's the Queen and King of England.
Yeah.
And that's King Charles now as a kid. That's how old this book is. And you never believe who the Prime Minister is.
When did you get
there
that
you
book
go.
from your...
Look at that. Look at that. That's who the Prime Minister is. And who's the US president?
Who is that?
Roosevelt.
Yeah,
Roosevelt. So that's
so. Archie, when did your dad give you that book? How did you acquire it? Tell me the story behind it.
Well, my dad's not really sentimental, but he, I found it at his mum's house, and I said, "Hey," he goes, "Oh, that was the first book I took to Australia." I said, "Well, I'm going to keep it," and that's the story of that book.
Narc, you need to change your avatar to sand in your vagina. We got 3 more minutes to kill, so JJ starts the stream and he could link the stream.
Yeah, we love and you know what? I'm actually enjoying myself talking to you now, Curly. This time here, I'm just scrubbing my. This is a magazine from Japan. Just having a really good time chatting to you.
Archie, low effort friendships are the best, Archie. That's what I call them, low effort friendships, virtual friendships.
I'm just painting this magazine, right? And it's actually okay. The book's not too badly damaged. Look at that. I've cleaned the spine. It's got a bit of paint underneath there, but I think just leave it at the moment.
Let me ask you something, Arch. When's the last time you rifled through all these books? When's the last time you actually?
Oh well, I only put the carpet in a year ago.
Oh, so you did this a year ago then?
Yeah, because
you had to take everything out and.
Exactly, and I classified them into certain areas and sections. You know what I mean? This one isn't as badly damaged as the other one, so just give it a clean. It's got. There we go. That's actually come out nice. I love that vintage sort of shit. Look at that. That's a Series 1 Range Rover. That's an old
look at the camera. Look at the camera.
Indian motorbike. That's an old. What sort of camera is that? I'm not sure. It's a robot camera. But there's old roll. You know, that's sort of vintagey shit. I love that. That magazine. Those magazines are from Thailand and Japan. So I love them. Look at that. They've got the old Honda S600 on the front. That's a Nikon, old Honda motorbike from the 70s. I love that sort of vintagey shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. You know what? I'm guilty of it myself. I've got quite a few magazines that I've held on to for years.
Oh, I love
years
magazines.
My wife keeps telling me to throw them out, and I was like, "Are you crazy?"
No.
I actually refer back to them. There are a lot of old Ford performance magazines.
Yes. You know, these things, you can't get them. They're not on the internet. You can't. They come up on eBay from time to time. These magazines are modern.
Archie, it was so cool that day that me and Angelic, everybody was like going crazy in the chat. This is boring. This is this. This is that. When you took me and Angelic through your Tommy the Train collection and stuff like that, I admire people that are. My brother was like that. He actually saved all his kids' toys from when they were, very young. So he had Evil Knievel and GI Joes and the GI Joe monster truck and all that kind of stuff. He just cherishes that stuff. I was never one that I never did that. Maybe it was because I never had a son. Maybe it was because it was my daughter and I'm just not one of those kind of guys. I don't know why I was like that. My wife was always crazy about keeping memories, videos. She could pull up videos of my daughter when she did her first recital in grammar school and stuff. I just never was like that. I don't know why, No,
you don't have to apologize. Different people do different things, There's nothing right or wrong about it. It's just different strokes for different folks,
CP sent the $5 super chat. Time to pass the ball to JJ. I think Archie already linked it.
Yeah, I have.
Do we have to end this one? Do we have to end this one to do it?
Yeah, we just end. Just give me a couple minutes. We'll just give you a couple minutes, okay? We'll just let him start. Because, I'm having a great time chatting to you, cleaning these books. And, look, some are damaged and some are not so damaged,
Yeah, he's not. He hasn't started yet. But hey, listen, we could always kill it and go in the back room. We haven't even ordered our food, so.
Oh, okay. I better we'll end it then. That's okay. CB, thank you so much. And guys, we'll be back tomorrow. And I just run a theme. Just hang on there, Curly.
Sure.
I'll run a theme. Then me and you can have a chat at the end.
Yeah.
There. Okay, so I'll run what theme? I'll run the same theme I started with.